Hey chat, welcome to the stream. Let's play some music first. Mag-live na rin tayo dito sa sa TikTok. Okay, we're live on TikTok. Pili lang tayo ng song. There you go. We have a song now. Okay, what's up with their camera right now? Why is there something? Ooh, what's that? What's that? What's that? There you go. Hopefully that fixed things. Welcome all to the stream. MJ, OJ, Lirio, LJ, Office Ninja. How's everybody doing today? I hope you are all okay. It is only Tuesday. It does feel like it's already what day? It kind of feels like ano na, Friday na. Hold on, let me just fix everything here. Lagay lang natin yung stream dito ng maayos. 10 times? What does 10 times uphill mean? As in, umakyat ka, like pataas ka ng... Paano ka bababa kung nag-uphill ka 10 times? So, bababa ka, tas uphill ulit. I feel like mas mahirap pa yung pababa. Parang ang sakit sa tuhod nun. Hey Ron, corny answer, but I just don't eat. As in, it's almost insulting when I have to reject food. Like, I just gently say, it's okay, I'm good, I'm full. And then sasabihin pa sa akin, what? Ayaw mo kainin yung Wagyu? Ayaw mo kainin yung Wagyu? Or ayaw mo, masarap yan yung chicken skewers. But I think I'm just very locked in this diet. As in, there has not been a day where hindi ko pa nasusundan yung diet. So far, I've lost maybe about 2 pounds worth of actual fat. And then maybe the rest are just, water weight. But so far, locked in talaga ako sa diet ko. As in, but yeah, medyo nahihiya ako. Hey Ninja, medyo nahihiya ako mag-reject or paulit-ulit kung sasabihin, no, it's okay, I'm really good, thank you. Or I'm fine with water. That or look for something that's super low calorie. Maybe maghahanap ako na Coke Zero or, if I really have to drink, maybe one Sanmig Light para lang 100 calories. Something that's easily countable. You know what I mean? Pagdating sa calories. Best whale flavor? If we're going with prime, it has to be hazelnut. Kapag just or yung whey concentrate nila, has to be mocha java or salted chocolate. Mahilig talaga ako sa chocolate. I'm that type of guy. Yeah, Ron. I suppose it's because I really put my mind to this. I don't think magiging madali mag-diet if I did not spend a lot of time telling myself na I will stick to the diet no matter what. And during times na kunyari sumobra ako ng onte for the day, I oftentimes just babawiin ko the next day. Like, kunyari, sumobra ako ng 100 calories today. Kakainin niya na yung calorie budget ko for the next day. So, very, very strict, but that's only because um, I really prepared myself mentally for this. But these days, mas nagugutom na ako. Like, I feel like at this point in the diet, mag-1 month na tayong nagda-diet. Sa April 16, nagsisimula na akong magutom ng mas madalas. Not as often still, or not like na everyday ako gutom. But napapansin ko, nagkakaroon na ako ng hunger pangs. Mas nagugutom na ako. As in, before the gym, magugutom na ako. After the gym, after a big meal, I feel like magugutom uli ako kaagad. So, but it's still very easy. Still very comfortable. I feel like I can still... I think I have a couple of gears left in the box to ramp things up. I think on the 16th, I'm gonna drop my calories again by 100 more. Sagot sa kalungkutan. Red Horse. Nah, I feel like I take Red Bull any day. Red Bull over Red Horse. Bakit? Bakit? Anong signs of pregnancy? What is this? Yeah. Ang hirap, OJ, 'di ba? Pagpababa ng if you're going downhill, like you have to take it very slow. Yes, friendly reminder everybody, if kayo ay kailangan mag-file ng taxes ninyo, April 15, due ang ating 1701. And sa 25 naman, due ang 2551Q. Okay, di ba? Alam ko, I filed my own taxes, chat. I'm very, very diligent with it. Thanks to AI. Natututo ako kung paano mag-file ng taxes. And it's way easier than you think if you're a freelancer or you are self-employed. I don't think, I mean, at this point, kaya ko pa naman to go about without an accountant. Tsaka na kapag mayaman na tayo. Doon na ako maghahanap ng accountant. Pero sa ngayon, kaya pa eh. And I have to because I also issue receipts. Yes. I file my taxes. Oh my God, what is this? Appeal, bro. What is this with TikTok? What? Appeal not approved? Just because I'm showing this? Come on. Ito na lang. Grabe naman TikTok. Ang pangit naman nun na I showed a screenshot and then na-restrict ka agad. What's up, Thine? But yeah, I do use I don't think it's the online facility, or maybe that's what it's called, pero yung program na nada-download sa BIR website. Now, Ron, I remember last night, tinanong mo ko, and I feel like hindi ko siya nasagot. But last night, Ron had a really cool question. Ano raw ang mga nakakasa sa ating mga basket bilang... Oh, di ba, JP? Bilang April 15, payday sale na maya-maya. And I have an answer. Ito ang nakakasa sa aking basket. I have 2 items in particular. The first one is this one. Why are there so many ads? Okay, so the first one is this one. I'll just cover this para hindi makita yung branding. Boom. I will be buying myself more rechargeable batteries. Yan ang isa kong bibilin. And then the other one na nakakasa sa aking basket ay walang iba kung hindi eto. It's toner. That's it. Toner Toner tsaka rechargeable battery. Nothing exciting, chat. Iwas muna sa luho. Iwas muna sa luho bilang we're gonna be moving. How about everybody else? Ano ang mga nakakasa sa inyo for... Oh, I forgot my water. Ano ang mga what's nakakasa? Loaded. Loaded. What's loaded in your basket? Baka madalas pa naman ako inaantok lately. What is this? More? Appeal? What? Oh, may problema yung appeal system ng TikTok. Yeah. May problema yung appeal system ng TikTok. Like, I don't get the option to appeal, pick my appeal selection. Ang nangyayari na nare-reject kaagad yung appeal. What's up, Christian? Okay, ito ang mga nakakasa sa mga basket ninyo. Sabi ni JR Sampayan, what kind? What kind? Like a clothesline or one of those contraptions na multi-level or may sabitan? Which one are we talking about here, JR? Sino buntis? Definitely not me. Okay, I like this. Lirio has a pretty good list. By the way, shout out Lirio with the red badge. Pressure washer, party box speaker. Naka-add to cart lang pero langan pa mag-checkout dahil sa ekonomiya. Okay, ganito Lirio. We have to weigh things out here, Lirio. Lirio. Yung pressure washer, bilhin mo na yan. You will never be able to tell kailan mo kakailanganin yung pressure washer. Malay mo, yung kotse mo. Malay mo yung garahe mo. Malay mo yung pader ng bahay ninyo kailangan ng linisin. Nagmamakaawa na, di mo lang alam. If you could only talk, it would say, Lirio, pakibilin na, paki-check out na ako. Now, as for the party box speaker, Lirio, isa lang masasabi ko dyan. Bilhin mo na rin. Kasi Lirio, alam mo, sometimes in life, we only get one chance to buy things at a good price. Malay mo, next time na silipin mo yung cart mo, mahal na uli yan. Yung party box na yan, kailangan mo na bilhin, Lirio. Malay mo, healing your inner childhood din, di ba? What? Look at that! Grabe si TikTok. Na-restrict na naman. O, di ba? Lirio, I'm the wrong person to ask kapag dating sa kailangan ko ba magtipid? Do I have to watch out for my money? No, buy it. Buy it now. The idea is check out now, cry later. What is wrong with TikTok? TikTok is acting up. Hinihintay ko next collab sa brand na you need to do online selling. There was one. There was one chat. And because it's been a couple of months since, dahil December pa yun, pwede ko naman nasabihin sa inyo. I was invited by Panasonic. Panasonic ata ang brand na nag-invite sa akin. They offered me a rate to live sell for 3 hours on 12/12. Ito yung kinukwento ko sa inyo na I got a little bit greedy. I asked for 30% more than what they offered. 33% more. than what they offered and hindi na nila ako nireplyan. But basically yung kwento dun, they already want me. They already made an offer. And generally, when it comes to these things, brand deals, collabs, live selling, you never take the first offer. You try to renegotiate because if they really like you, they'll just say they can't afford the renegotiation or the counter offer, and then they're just going to stick to their original price. And if you want it talaga, the deal will continue on. But the way I understood it is I did the usual. May offer na sa akin. I counter-offered, didn't take the first offer, and then ginost na ako. I'm not sure if agency lang siya representing Panasonic or Panasonic Philippines talaga yun. But that's one of my regrets. Nung Christmas, I could have taken that already as it is and be very content. Ano yun? 3 hours. And I would say the pay was good. Hindi ko tinanggap because I tried to renegotiate it, but it is what it is, man. It didn't push through. Okay, headset holder, concealer, RGB. Ooh. Wait, silent typing keyboard. So ibig sabihin nun, tayo hindi siya mechanical? Go ahead, Romeo. God will provide, yes. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, chat. It's been a rough few months when it comes to brand deals. All the brand deals that you're seeing me post are either deals that have been done or completed last year or brands that I've worked with before na gusto makipagtrabaho ulit. So none of these are new brands actually, which kinda is weird. Although I do hear na kapag first quarter talaga, madalang lang ang brand deals because brands are still reeling in from last year's expenses and are expecting people to not spend all that much either. So usually second quarter pa lalakas ang brand deals kapag may pa-events na sa summer. Yeah, I agree. May rollback, no? Magkano rollback? 20 pesos daw for diesel? Wag daw magalit sa AI. Oh my God. I can't show this though. What the hell? I can't show this though, Romeo. I can't show this because it's too much skin. And magagalit ang TikTok if I show it. Membrane. Okay. Kaya pala quiet. Okay, I'm happy for you, Thine. Anong concealer natin? Headset holder's always useful, I would say. Although, if you look here at the back, I'm not sure if you could see it, Thine. So, you see I have a headset here, right? Meron akong headphones. Ang holder ko niyan is simply this. Check this one out, Thine. I think depending on how you react or how you take it, doon mo makikita if worth it yung binili mong headset holder. What's power tapping, JP? Like the heart? Power tapping the heart? So, Thine, I present to you my very, very expensive, premium, one-of-a-kind, never-before-seen, limited edition headset holder. So, ito yung ating headset. And ito yung ating holder. Rate it from 1 to 10, Thine. What do you think? What do you think of my headset holder? I think it's pretty useful, Thine. Groundbreaking technology to. Tama si JP. O, diba? O, boom. Ayan. O, san ka pa, diba? Reliable to. Hindi mabilis masira. And multi-purpose too. Minsan, depende kung ano trip mo, pero Pag ginamit mo to sa sarili mo, baka ma-enjoy mo. I'm kidding. Wait, what? Poverty is real. Yeah. Oh, well, chat. Um, Let me tell you something. I have ito ang gagawin natin for today. I have a list here of the things that we can all chill out and talk about para sa live stream. I have the list already up, so check it out. It's on your screens if you are AFK, if you are just listening to the stream as a podcast. You can go to your computers or your device for a bit just to check out today's topics. And if in case interested guys isa sa mga topics na to, you can just come to the screen anytime. Okay? So we're gonna be talking about all of these are really, really brief, really. Hi Mommy Keiko, hi Zach, Bruno'S. I wanna talk about BitBit. BitBit is a brand that Ate Siben has. Control Shift. I wanna talk about Red Bull. I wanna talk about Justin Bieber. I want to talk about my first Twitch sweldo. Yes, Bruno's Barber. Okay, chat. What topic do you want to... Here, let me... there you go. There you go. What do you want to do first? Ano ang gusto niyong pag-usapan muna before anything else? Yeah, Ron, that's true. They use that also. For to make shirts look more fitting. Not Bit River. Bruno's, you want to talk about Bruno's first? Okay. Dun tayo sa sweldo. Okay, we'll do Bruno's and then sweldo. Okay? Got you, baby. DDTs are immune to explosion damage in balloons TD6. I got it. Thank you for the info. Sweldo? Sweldo? Chat, come on. Let me know. Anong uno yung gustong pag-usapan? I mean, I'm very transparent. I could show you any of these, really. Na-update ko na ba yung Twitch sweldo ko? I wanna upload it first. Yeah, na-upload ko naman na. Andito na. Sweldo ba muna? Sweldo? Sabi rin JP, sweldo rin? Okay. We can talk about that first. Thank you. I mean, no problem, baby Zach. Okay, let's do first Twitch sweldo. Randomizer? You know what? Okay, you know what? I think that's a pretty good one. Let's randomize this. Randomize this list of topics in any order. Boom. Okay? Alright, here we go. Here is our list of topics for today. As randomized by AI, ChatGPT. Okay, so Control Shift. I really want to briefly talk about this. Last Sunday ba yun? Yeah, nung Sunday nanood ako ng play. I watched this play over at the Pita Theater in Quezon City. And this is the play that I watched, right? That's me. Super blurry pala nung photo. I did not realize. Very blurry photo. That's me. And basically, Control Shift, if I understand this correctly, PETA Studio Theater is, I feel, one of PETA's smaller productions. It's not all out. It's not a big show. It's not their big highlight of the year kind of show. I feel like by studio theater, maliit lang talaga. It's simple, straight to the point. But I think because it is produced by the PETA Studio Theater, it's also very much as creative and as well thought of as their bigger productions. So PETA Theater invited me to one of their shows, Control plus Shift, or they just say Control Shift, Changing Narratives. Hindi ko, because this is my first time watching their Control Shift production. I feel like generally speaking, ang Control Shift is their theme or genre for productions that speak about social responsibilities, social change, social dilemmas, mga problems that the productions that speak about a bigger social issue. I think that's what Control Shift is. Now, it's not the first time Control Shift is produced, PETA with Control Shift. I don't think first time nila mag-produce ng shows, right? So, they have two kinds of shows. It's called Set A and Set B. I was invited to Set B. And basically, it's very heavy. Ito ako, just at their carpet, writing about answering the question, ano ang gagawin mong pagbabago? And basically, although di naman to bago, I just wrote, magrereklamo pa rin parate. Hindi siya, hindi siya POV eh. More like, place siya, written to talk about social issues talaga. Like, it's very, the themes can be heavy. And the themes can be very, hindi naman sa dark, pero, hindi rin siya Black Mirror vibes eh. It's really more of, I don't know, it speaks about social issues is all I would say. It's not an improv play, it's scripted, and eto siya. Okay? Hi, Kaesler. So the first play that I watched, basically, to briefly summarize it, para siyang passion. Alam niyo yung passion kung saan may kumakanta lang and like it's a genre of singing, mga passion yung in that tone na ayoko gawin kasi natatakot ako na baka minamak ko lang siya. Pero passion, let me try to show you. Yung ang tagal-tagal kumakanta, yung 3 oras kumakanta. Yeah, parang ganun. Passion, pabasa. Yan, try natin dito. Here, something like this, I guess. Something like that, right? So basically passion siya na style of singing. So that's the first play that I watched from Set B. Set B has 2 plays. And it speaks about the oil spill and the displacement of jobs in the Navotas area, Navotas Malabon area, because of the new Manila International Airport that's being built and constructed there. And dahil nga very adamant ang gobyerno with change, with progression, and with improvements sa Metro Manila, more particularly in the airport, ang nangyayari, it comes at the expense of other people. So basically, the entire play was about that. Now, the second play, ito naman, you have 3 actors here. The fourth person here on the left is actually the sound designer. And ang nangyari dito, it talks about how war of any sort displaces children. Parang ang pinaka takeaway ko dito, sinabi nung cast, any war is a war against children. Because in any war that happens, normally children are one of the casualties of war. They're caught in the crossfires and they're often displaced. This one was well executed. I feel, mas na-appreciate ko to kasi mas straightforward. Yung isa kasi malalim na Tagalog eh. Although naiintindihan ko naman, yung passion kasi more of, very, very interpretative yung galawan. Ito mas straightforward. And basically, it's just three kids who at the beginning of the play, all chill, naglalaro sila, tago, habulan, 'di ba? Nagtataguan sila, naghahabulan sila, they're playing around, and then all of a sudden, nagkagera. And now, they're no longer hiding to play. They're hiding because there are literally bombs and missiles in their city. Naghahabulan na sila because nag-aagawan na ng pagkain yung mga tao. Yeah, very close to the stage. I would say it's maybe 60 seats at most. So very, very, lang siya, studio lang talaga siya. Studio theater. So I like it and I learned a lot from that. Very, very thankful to PETA for inviting me. So that's it. PETA, I never really saw myself in this situation where manunod ako ng mga play or manunod ako ng theater. But I suppose because of the nature of what we do, it comes to no surprise. The funny thing is, in the past 2 years alone, I think I have watched between 6 and 10 productions. We've guested Gio Gahol, one of the most popular actors in theater here locally. So, all fun. Hindi siya main theater. Sa studio theater lang siya. So, I don't know. I guess I appreciate it because the nature of what we do, right, as live streamers, or the nature of what I do as a live streamer is in some way related to theater. That everything is performed live. Although scripted, point is, everything is as is. Kung ano yung nakikita nyo sa camera right now is the same thing that you will see in a theater. And I guess that's the intersection of my life with theater, diba? That everything is done live. I like it. I like it in that way. I think these days I'm trying to draw a connection. Bakit ba ako napapadpad sa mga play? Bakit ako na-invite ng PETA, ng Barefoot Collab to watch all these plays? And it's the only conclusion I can draw. That maybe because we talk about social issues or we appreciate these kinds of art forms, siguro may nakakapansin din. They think of inviting us and I guess that works for them. Yeah. Actually, no. Ron, to answer, to reply to you there. To reply to you there, hindi marami ang parking ng PETA, punuan. But the good thing is, they do have a designated parking lot na may shuttle service. So kung magpa-park ka doon, may shuttle that goes to the PETA Theater. But I don't normally do that anymore. Like what I end up doing is I just take a green GSM to the area. Take a Grab to the area para iwas na rin sa hassle ng park or sa hassle ng shuttle service. Yeah, I would say bills. Okay, now to answer your question, Lirio, you know what's funny? Na-invite ako sa ang babae sa septic tank. I was invited to the press conference viewing. Hindi pa ako na-invite sa full show. Sa ano pa lang ako na-invite sa they have a term for it. Let me just check out the term, chat, para lang mas maikwento ko sa inyo ng maayos. Na-invite ako press conference. Sa press conference with a special excerpt to give you a sneak peek of what's in store this June. So, ang babae sa Septic Tank 4, I'll be there to watch it. Like, what the hell am I doing there? But, hey, I'm there. I'm just grateful na nai-invite sa mga ganitong bagay. It allows me to be more cultured, you know what I mean? Parang, and I like it because it enriches my experiences, and in that way, mas marami akong naibabahagi sa inyo, and hindi yung paulit-ulit lang yung sinasabi ko or yung mga kwento ko. I always get these opportunities to share new things with you, and I'm able to gain perspective. I think that's also one of my motivations for going, even if hindi ko natural interest ang theater. I do like creative things, I do like performances, and theater is a great platform for that. And yun na nga, mas may maishishare ako sa inyo. Kaysa sa puro gym na lang, di ba? Puro gym, puro calories, puro macros. May maiba naman akong makwento sa inyo. Oh yeah, I agree, Lirio. Yeah, that's true. I met Fonz. Chat, remember Fonz? Na-meet ko lang si Fonz sa ano. I met Fonz in... What's that play that we watched? I watched a play. Hold on, let's see. I watched a play. And then na-meet ko lang si Fonz dun. This one. Walang Aray. I just met Fonz in a Walang Aray showing. As in, mabilisan lang. Hi, bye, with Fonz. That was it. Ang nag-introduce pa namin sa amin si Kevin. So, sabi lang ni Kevin, uy, si Carlos nga pala, kaibigan ko. Fonz. Si Carlos. Gumanon lang. And then, nag-shake hands lang kami ni Fonz. Next thing you know, minessage ko na si Fonz. Tapos, doon na kami nagkita. So, I agree. I agree. Eh, that's me nung kulot pa ako. Oh my God. I look back at this haircut and I am so cringe. Every time na nakikita, I get so cringe when I see my haircut like that. Ugh. Yeah, me doing theater? I don't know. I don't know if I'm ever gonna do theater. Maybe not. But hey, never say never, right? Okay, I think that's pretty much it for this topic. Control Shift. Just want to invite everybody to watch. There is one last showing this coming weekend. Yappy Vines, I'll show you my nails if you become a member. Deal? If you become a member of our YouTube channel, as in, you look at the pinned comments, be a member, tap on the link, and I will show you my nails. Thank you, Mommy Keiko, for the 5 gifted. Let's go! W's in the chat. So again, only nails by YouTube. I like that one. Okay, so last showing na sa Feb 19. April 19. This weekend, rather. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, last weekend din nila to. Itong upcoming weekend. You can still catch Control Shift. Set A, Set B. Both sets have 2 shows each. So you only pick one, Set A or Set B. And you get to watch a show 2 shows that are about 1 hour each. So yeah, should be a good time. A good time. So again, thank you. Thank you sa PETA for inviting me here. Okay. Next topic, chat. Now that that's done, let's talk about BitBit. This one is gonna be rather quick. With BitBit, gusto ko lang i-share sa inyo na si Ate Siben sa La Union, meron siyang bagong shop. What's this? Kung mag-theater ka, wag ka kasama si Baron Geisler. You know, Baron Geisler is such a convincing actor when he plays his character roles, lalo na kung evil or masamang tao, that it's so hard to remove Baron Geisler the actor and Baron Geisler the individual. And I hear all sorts of urban legends about Baron Geisler. Some of them I feel are already false narratives, just publicized para lang mag-create ng intrigue sa mga characters na nilalaro niya. I now no longer know kung ano ba talaga si Baron Geisler. Somewhat unhinged. I don't know. Like, I'm not one to judge. I don't know the dude. Okay, now going back to this one. Tapusin na rin natin to. Si Ate Siben. Not sure if a lot of you know Ate Siben, if you've ever met her. But Ate Siben, I think a good introduction to Ate Siben would be this one. Here. So, if you've ever been to La Union before, maybe once or twice, Macay Bowls in La Union, chat, then you would have heard, I mean, if you've ever been to La Union, then you may have heard of Macay Bowls already. Now, Macay Bowls is a smoothie bowl shop in La Union. It's at the Great G&W compound. And they are essentially a legacy brand in La Union. Again, smoothie bowls. But the thing is, when it comes to Macay La Union or Macay Bowls, Macay is a business of the past. Permanently closed na siya. Ate Siben, one of the founders of Macay Bowls. Now, Ate Siben, with her experience pagdating sa business, put up Bit-Bit as a souvenir shop. Basically, this is it, 'di ba? Remembrance bago bumalik, yung anik-anik store na may photo booth. That's them. And if you go to Bit-Bit, you can essentially set up your own anik-anik, your own keychain, your own bracelet, your own bag strap. 'Di ba? They call it bit-bit kasi literal, ito yung mga items na binibit-bit mo. Stuff that you lug around and just carry. So if you are interested in those things, if trip nyo yung nagbubuo ng mga bag tags, keychains, or straps for your 100th tumbler, please do drop by Bit-Bit in La Union. Fresh business. I think 1 month old pa lang silang bukas. And so far, there is a lot of love for them. They do have a TikTok page as well, and one of the TikToks that they got tagged in is now currently at 610k views. Check it out.
Hawak mo ang beat, hawak mo ang beat, hawak mo ang beat, hawak mo ang beat. Dubai Chewy Cookie, ano tara? Ilocos Empanada, ano tara? Scramble ng tombo, ara.
So meron ang random ng mga keychain, I'm not sure what you call them, tokens, yung mga burloloy, mga sinasabit sa mga keychains. One of them is this one. Check it out. Nahanap mo yung keychain pampasalubong sa nanay mong ice cream baiter.
Nagmamaneho ako sa lag.
Diba? So check it out. Tinan nyo naman yung keychain.
Hawak mo ang beat.
Diba?
Hawak mo ang beat.
Tinan yung keychain, ice cream. Pagbukas ng ice cream, ano ang laman? Isda. So yan yung mga trip nila. And again, if you find yourself in La Union and you're into these things, I really suggest that you check them out. Yeah, I like Benifam keychain. I mean, that's a good thought. Diba? You know, a bit buddy. And then I think pwede ka mag-photo booth dito. Kung ano yung mapiprint mo, pwede mong ikabit sa keychain mo. Okay, now all that to say, meron din akong Bit-Bit. So if you check out my Bit-Bit over here, there you go. Let me show you up close. Meron akong sarili kong Bit-Bit. Ginawan ako ni Ate Siben ng isang Bit-Bit. And this is mine. So, very well branded, I would say. So, at Bit-Bit. Oo nga, no? Kasi, ano ba yung Bit-Bit mo? Oh my God, so clever. That's what Bit-Bit lang yung brand nila. Pero yung handle nila is Bit-Bit. Oo nga, no? Ano ba yung Bit-Bit? Ngayon ko lang na-gets. So, ginawa na ako ni na Ate Siben. Check out my bit over here. O, diba? Look at it, chat. So, my bit has the following. So, of course, apart from the paracord or the nice-looking cord that I have, kinabitan din ako ni Ate Siben ng mga the following. Hindi na magme-member si Yappy kasi nakita na yung kuko ko. But ito, ginawa na ako ni Ate Siben. Charms! There you go, chat. The word I've been looking for. Charms. Ginawa na ako ni Ate Siben ng paracord na may iba't ibang charms. One with a camera because siguro dahil creator tayo, live streamer, ganyan, di ba? One with a barbell. By the way, the barbell does have some weight to it. And then another charm na may nakalagay na K. Now, if you're wondering why K yung nilagay na charm ni Ate Siben sa akin, it's because ang tawag sa akin nung ate ko, si Ate Siben, ang tawag niya sa akin kuya. I know, it's weird, long story, but basically, kuya yung tawag niya sa akin, and that's why yung ginawa niya sa aking paracord is a K. So again, chat, if you find yourselves in La Union, San Juan, La Union, check out Bitbit. I think it's gonna be an interesting place for you. Remembrance, bago umuwi. Just so you can have a bit of fun, very unique charms, stuff that you could carry around with you. Si Ate Siben yung mas matanda. Yeah. Pretty soon they'll probably have their online shop. But for now, I think good to know lang na pag napadpad kayo sa La Union. Okay, here. One more thing. If you see Ate Siben and you recognize her, you'll know who Ate Siben is, chat. Marami siyang tattoos. I'll just show you a photo of Ate Siben because essentially kilala siya sa La Union as her. So I don't think she'll get entirely mad if I show you her photo. Maybe I'll just show you a family picture. Or no, I'll just show you her page. I'll show you a picture. I'll show you a picture of Ate Siben. And here's the thing. In case you see her in La Union, probably at Bitbit, probably lounging around in Great Northwest. Great Northwest, by the way, if you are wondering what Great Northwest is, it is simply this one. Alam niyo yung Great Northwest, hindi lang siya a familiar name, but Great Northwest is this area in La Union. Ito, yan. Yung malaking area kung saan maraming pa-event, andyan yung El Union. Kung saan yung El Union Coffee. Yun. Kung asan yung El Union Coffee, that is Great Northwest. Yun yung name ng compound. And then I will show you a photo of Ate Siben. Let me show you Ate Siben na halatang siya if makita nyo. Ito. This is dahil pinost ni Ate Siben, feeling ko she doesn't mind this photo. That's Ate Siben. Many tattoos on her arms. Hi AIDS. Feeling ko malapit na AIDS. Onti na lang. Marami siyang tattoos on her arms. You'll easily recognize her. Now, if you see her, tell her you're Benny fam. Okay? Just say hi Ate Siben or whatever you want to call her. Benny fam ako. Just say that. She may or may not give you a little something. I don't know. May or may not give you a little something. But if you tell her Benny fam ka, she'll already connect the dots. And she'll know what to do with that. If I'm not mistaken, yung mga nasabihan na, yung mga nagsabi sa kanya na Benny fam got a little something before. So maybe you might get a little something. Maybe you might not. Maybe little discount or a freebie here or there. I don't know. But it would be certainly cool if you told her Benny fam kayo. A kiss? No, I don't think so. Ate Siben is taken. Ano siya? Hey, Kaisler. Yeah. Maangas yan. Gangster yan si Ate Siben. O, di ba? Pwede. Baka sa'yo na yung La Union. Sa'yo na yung El Union. Kapag sinabi niyo Benny Fam kayo. But yes, that is Ate Siben. Again, find Bit over at Great Northwest. Promising brand talaga. Ayan sila. This is Ate Siben and her girlfriend. There you go, chat. So ito yung ate ko. Because I am si Benipayo. Carmela yung pangalan niya. Okay, Benny Fam. Hi. Yun yung pangalan niya. Yeah, so that's Ate Siben. Yan yung girlfriend niya. And that's Bit. Ayan. Now she can't get mad at me because it's literally her face as the first post of their page. So again, what used to be Mackay Bowls is now Bit. Man, sobrang silent, by the way, nung pag-end ng era ng Mackay Bowls. That was the thing, man. I loved Mackay Bowls. For those who are familiar, I am forever a Karil guy pagdating sa Mackay Bowls. Mamimiss ko tong brand na to. End of an era for them. No, diba? Okay. I wonder what this video is. I actually haven't seen it. Let's play the video. Aw, that's nice. I dig it. Ang kulit nito, si MJ yung nag-mention ng Red Horse, diba? O ayan, MJ, yung Red Horse mo, pwede ka na rin gumawa ng charm na may Red Horse. I mean, paracord na may na may Red Horse. Wild! That's such a neat one. Why, Kaesler? Dito ka na lang sa YouTube. Lipat ka dito. And they have, I think you can also build your own Legos. Yeah, nice. Okay, so done talking about Bit. What's our next topic? Okay, we can kind of skip the read-through. The Bieber one is long too. Talk about Twitch sweldo. Pag-usapan na natin yung Twitch sweldo natin. Chat, today I will be revealing to you ang sweldo ko from Twitch. Any guesses? I'll give you a clue. Any guesses kung magkano ang sweldo ko from Twitch? My first ever Twitch sweldo. And I'm gonna be very transparent with you. I'm gonna reveal the whole truth and nothing but the truth pagdating sa ating sweldo. Any guesses, chat? There you go. The first ever sweldo. So just to give you an idea, I have been live streaming on Twitch since November. 20K? Okay. Okay, we have our first guest. 20K, Kaesler. 20K. And I have been streaming on Twitch since November. December, January, February, March, April. So about 5 months. About 5 months na akong nagsistream sa Twitch. Half a year, I would say. There's a guess. Just make a guess. 10K from Thine. Okay, that's half of what Kaesler said na 20K. Any other guesses? Ano ang sweldo natin sa Twitch? 6,900. Okay, Ron, 6.9K. Alright, I'm not Not gonna say anything about it just yet. But we have a wild range. We have 6-7 also. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. So we have 20K, 10K, 69, 69, Thine 10K, Ron 69, LJ 67. Sabi ni Romeo 5 to 7K, Biels 18K, Kaesler 35, even brought it higher. 6-7 din, sabi ni Pao. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Okay. Are you ready for the reveal, chat? 5 months of grinding on Twitch. 18K. Sabi ni Zach, 6777777. Okay. 5 months has earned us a whopping 2,776. So, what's the math on this? So, per month, for the last 5 months, I have made about 555 pesos per month. Yep. So, 2776.04, that is not a lie. Thankfully, this is already net of taxes. So I got it over at my banking app earlier today. 2776.04. All in, baby. All in. Siguro ano to? Maybe 1/8 of a tank. Or 1/4 of a full tank. This is all in for Twitch. All in. Now, that is to say, on Twitch, we have about 7 subs. You can see it at the lower left portion of your screen, right here. We have about 7 subs. At most, we had 12. And that yielded us about 2.7. Yeah. Kulang pa yan. That's why I'm telling you, chat. Memberships, subs. Itong subs na to, that's not subs for YouTube, by the way. That's subs for Twitch. And if you have Amazon Prime, very, very helpful because you get 1 free Twitch sub, which I think gives me like 25 pesos. So why not, right? Why not use that free sub from free Twitch sub from your Amazon Prime and subscribe to our Twitch. Diba? So at Twitch, currently at 7, if you subscribe, very much helpful. And yeah, just want to say, chat, na for those who remained subscribed on Twitch, for the Paragon members or subs of Twitch, the first 10 yung naniwala sa dream natin na maging Twitch superstar. Thank you so much. After all these months, you have remained subscribed to our Twitch. And also, everybody on YouTube na members, yung mga nag-gift ng memberships, yung mga nagiging member. Thank you so much. Again, these memberships, you on YouTube, these Twitch subs, they really, really go a long way. I mean, you could already tell, right? With 5 months on Twitch, 2.7. On monetized name Facebook, but Facebook doesn't earn a lot of money either. Again, these all just help. Like on Facebook, I also have subs on. I think subs on Facebook is 49 pesos a month. Yeah, so if you become a subscriber on Facebook, that's 49 bucks. Also goes a long way. All of these things naman really, really help it. So again, I appreciate it. Everybody who's a YouTube member, a Twitch subscriber, a Facebook subscriber. You're making the dream come true. I think because at one point we had close to 20 subs, MJ. Parang 12 yung it stayed at 12 for a long time, went up to as high as 18 or 20, and then at one point may nagbigay din ng bits. But that's $500, $555 a month. Let's go. DC07, welcome. Let's go, dude. Look at that. 5 months. 5 months of 5 months worth, so $555 a month. More or less, maybe 10 makes sense. 10 subs on average. Kasi ang sub nasa 100. If there are 10 subs, I get about 50 pesos out of the 100 pesos. Regular sub kasi ang prime sub, I think it's like $50. So it makes sense. On average, 10 subs on Twitch for the last 5 months. Yeah. Yeah. But again, chat, thank you. And we can now move on. I just wanted to share this with you because it's also still, what's 70 or 80? Alam ko 100 pesos yung sub sa Twitch. 100 pesos, I get 50% of that. If there are 10 subs, I get about 500 a month. Before taxes. So, I don't know. I was about to say something. I just wanted to share it with you kasi ito yung una nating sweldo. I think I've also shared with you our first sweldo on YouTube. And I wanted to do the same by sharing you our first sweldo on Twitch. Yo, what's up, DC07? Well, no, because at one point nga, nasa 20 members. I think either 12, 18, or 20 members at one point. So, it's hard to say na 7 members lang. No, it's all in. Okay, we can move on. Let's talk about Bruno'S next. Di na rin natin sinundan to no? Let's talk about Bruno'S next, chat. So, over the weekend, I did mention last night, nang patapos na yung stream, that I happened to have met... Oh, thank you, Lirio. Wow, what's this? Thank you, Lirio, for getting us started. 20 bits! Thank you so much for the 20 bits, Lirio. Is that it? 20 bits ba yun? So before the stream ended last night, I showed you this photo. Boom. So I've already briefly mentioned to you that Mike and I are cooking something up. And I want to keep tickling your fancy. Does that make sense? I want to keep you guys a little interested by teasing you. Mike and I have been cooking something up, working on a little something content-wise to eventually produce and execute on. And over the weekend, Mike and I met the CEO of Bruno'S Barbers. This is not our first meet up with somebody of this stature or of this importance. We have already met with other folks before. I won't tell you yet kung ano yung ginawa namin ni Mike, kung ano yung content na we executed on. But basically, abangan nyo na lang. Mike and I are already beginning to put action behind this. Nangongolekta lang kami ng content. Nangongolekta lang kami ng mga videos na pwedeng paglaruan at i-edit. And when we're ready, chat, I hope you can go and support. Because if what the Bruno CEO is saying, he believes Mike and I are up to something good. And I think if you guys know this from the start and you are one of the early adopters, mga unang nakakita nito, I think it's something to be proud about, chat. I mean, right? Nobody else has seen this first, and if it all works out, you can proudly say na nauna kayo. Na nauna kayong makita to, and before anybody else ever saw it, you saw it first. Kakalbuhin? Not quite. Buti na lang hindi. Buti na lang di nasita yung haircut namin. Na, burst fade yan. Burst fade. Asan na yung burst fade? Libreng gupit para sa mga kalbo? Pwede? Yeah, we're cooking a project up. And I think you'll like it, chat. No. Oh, no. I'm seeing Kuya Andy tomorrow. Actually, oh my gosh, yeah. You know what? I could share this with Kuya Andy tomorrow. Oh my gosh, yeah. That's gonna be so cool. Kasi magpapagupit ako kay Kuya Andy bukas di ba? Pwede mo sabihin, oh, Kuya Andy, na-meet ko yung CEO ng Bruno'S. And then he's gonna be like, yeah, I've seen better. Kuya Andy has seen things. I feel like he's gonna be like, oh, good for you, young man. Ganyan lang yung sasabihin ni Kuya Andy sa akin. But I think it's gonna be a proud moment. No, hindi naman ako magpapagupit sa Bruno'S. But oh yeah, speaking of, so itong hawak namin na to, I have them here with me right now. Okay, so itong meron ko ngayon, ang laman niya, it's a pretty heavy bag. So the first thing that I drew here is sea salt spray. Kung di ako nagkakamali, sea salt spray is a volumizer para makadagdag ng volume sa buhok. But what else is the use of a sea salt spray, chat? I really don't know. Sea salt spray. Bruno'S sea salt spray. Para saan pa ba to? I'm curious to know. Apart from it being a volumizer. Texturizer. Here. What is sea salt spray and what is it for? Hair care science. As the title says, I've just recently started hearing about sea salt spray and my first reaction was total bafflement. Salt is the enemy of my hair. Even a small amount will cause it to stick together in dull clumps that you absolutely can't get a brush through. Uy, Biels! Thank you, Biels! W's in the chat for Biels. So I assumed that this is not for my hair type. And as I posted in another thread, I assumed it's to give hair that is thick and straight a bit of volume. But I would really like to know more just for curiosity. What's in it? Is it just salty water or is there more to it? Is there actually salt in it? What's it for? How does it work? How come it doesn't just make hair unmanageable and unbrushable? Assuming it's for volume, hold, something of that sort, what advantages does it have that other products don't, like hairspray? I'm really just nosy here as I do not think this is a product that will be useful to me, but I really just want to understand it. Same! Hindi ko alam kung para saan ang sea salt spray. I have the same concerns. Hindi man nakakatigas lang to ng buhok. But at the same time, maybe you need it to style it, to volumize it, to add texture. And I thought this would be bad for the hair because it's gonna take away moisture from your scalp or your hair. So I'm really curious to know kasi ang dami kong kilala na gumagamit ng Bruno'S, ng sea salt spray for their hair. So let's see the comments. Sea salt spray is used to add a wavy, beachy texture to your hair. Think of the way your hair feels after a long day at the beach in the sun and the ocean. You wanna do it? Chat, you know what? You wanna just try it now? Spray preferably on dry hair. Style your hair as desired. It has water, salt, castor oil, argan oil, aloe vera oil, vitamin E, fragrance, menthol, and moisturizer. G? let's just spray it right now. I mean, we already have it. It's here with me. I'm really curious. Why don't we just try it? It's kind of gritty and stuff. It's basically that in a bottle. It expands your hair fiber, giving it the appearance of thicker hair. That's the science behind it. For me personally, I use it when I want to put my hair up in a bun because I have extremely fine and thin hair that holds no curls or texture whatsoever. The only downside, at least for me, is that it makes it super tangly and very rough feeling until I wash it out. It usually has sea salt and kelp. What's kelp? Algae? What? Some brands have alcohol in it which can dry hair out. Oh, okay. Alright, let's just do it. Yeah, let's just do it. No, I mean, I feel like it's washable, right? I just bought some from my former barber and I liked it very much. Oh my god, former barber. Sea salt is a substitute for hairspray. Okay, chat, let's do it. Let's do it. So give it a shake. So shake natin to. Okay, it looks like it's pretty well mixed. Okay, and then how much spray do you use? Spray preferably on dry hair. Style your hair as desired. Okay, let's do it. By the way, ngayon lang ako nakakita ng hairspray na ganito yung nozzle. Ang kulit. Okay, just spritz. It smells good. Oh, wow! Wow! What the hell? May natikman din tayong mentol. Wow! It smells good! And look at that! What? What? You saw that, right? What the hell? Huh? I like this more than my wax. Wait. Ang instant. Wow. Alright, so pag nakita nyo yun and you really like this product, paki-check out na sa yellow basket ko. Just tap the link at the bottom of the video. Okay. Nice. Nice. It's good. What? Yo! This is now going to be a part of my inventory. Whoa! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's really good. Wow! Nagka-volume tapos parang ang kapal. May bald spot ako dito, chat eh. Oh. Kita nyo naman, di ba? May bald spot ako dyan. Feeling ko pag magre-recede yung buhok ko, ito yung mauunang makalbo. Kasi may puyo rin dito hindi naman puyo, pero si Mommy Keiko, may ano rin yung buhok niya dito. So feeling ko, na-inherit ko yon. Pag makalbo man ako, ito yung unang mawawala. But damn! Damn! This is good! Good shit! Wow! Yeah, I shower after the stream. Yo, Bruno's hair styling sea salt spray. Oh my god. Well, the good thing is that this has oil too. Okay. Wow. That's cool. Okay, next item that we have. Bruno's shampoo and conditioner. Kamukha mo na yung tambay sa beach. Bruno's shampoo and conditioner. Shall we try it also? Mag-shampoo na rin tayo dito. Okay. What else we have here? Liquid pomade. Easy wash, medium hold. Ang bango nito, ah. I just have to say it again. This thing smells good, chat. parang pabango na hindi malakas pero mabango pa rin. This smells good. And look at that. It really did add texture to my hair. Wow. Wow, texture that I normally wouldn't get. Wow, look at that. Like, see? Nagka-body. Nagka-body yung area ng buhok kong to. Wow. Okay, liquid pomade. And lastly, yeah. Ganda, bagay kasi yung hair light eh. And then this one is a water-based pomade. Wow. Yung brand ng sea salt spray. Bruno'S. I'm curious to know, meron ba nito? Meron ba nito sa online? How much is this? Bruno'S sea salt spray. Let's check it out, chat. Bruno'S sea salt spray. It is $350? Tama ba to? $350 ang sea salt spray? Is that a good price? I actually don't know. Bruno'S sea salt spray. It is $283. Discounted, $283. Hey, not bad. Lit naman ng commission. 10 piso lang. Look at this, TikTok naman to eh. Look at this. 3% commission. That's weak. That's weak. Come on, Bruno'S. Give me a higher commission rate. But hey, oh my gosh, wow. I dig it. And dry yung hair ko. Normally, I put on product while my hair is a little damp. Okay? Okay, wala lang. Gusto ko lang i-share yun. And again, may shampoo na ako. Di na need bumili ng shampoo for bilang nagtitipid tayo sa move out natin. Di rin kailangan bumili ng pomade. Meron na muna. Much as I want to give this away, I think it will stay with me for now. Let's see. I'll think about it. But I don't want to deprive you of the sea salt spray. Because I already got it for myself. I'm not sure if you're gonna want it to be salty down there, MJ. Frizz sa baba. That will mean... Never mind. Okay, what's next? Ano pa ba mga pwede natin pag-usapan? Jesus. My mind is blown by the sea salt spray. Okay, let's talk about Red Bull. I think that's the last topic before we go to the read-through. Okay, last topic. Sure ka ba maalat? What if ibang flavor pala? Red Bull! I do have a video I want to share here with you, chat. I watched the Red Bull dance competition over the weekend, and I did mention it to you. It was quite the show.
Let's go.
I've had a little bit too much.
So much. 45.
People stop to
Okay.
but it's alright, just dance.
15.
Just dance.
Okay.
seconds.
Okay. I know, sobrang hype.
It's close, but
Oh, by the way, look at this. This is so cool. Okay, para di ma-flash. Kailangan sabihin no? Kailangan i-interrupt mo yung pattern recognition nung algo. Parang or kailangan you have to make noise over it. Okay, so check this one out. The Red Bull dancer style. So, when I got the invite for the Red Bull competition to participate and not participate but watch, ang sinabi, the vote is in your hands. Anong bad memory mo dito, LJ? Sabi the vote is in your hands. So nagtaka ako. Like, what does that even mean? Like is that just cheesy for the audience matters, right? But apparently, yeah, I mean, mock, it's street. It's a street polo. Street naman siya. Street naman yung vibes ng polo ko kaya pwede. So apparently, there's always the red corner and the blue corner. Kasi dance-off siya, di ba? 1 versus 1, and then you dance. And then chat, kapag tapos na yung battle nila, like it's a 1-minute dance-off, 2 rounds if I'm not mistaken, you literally just ask the host asks everybody to make a vote. Are you voting for the red side? Or are you voting for the blue side? And that's it. Kung ano yung mas dominant na nakikita sa audience, in that moment, dinedecide na ng host. Okay, so we see a bunch of red. Okay, it's likely red that wins and moves on to the next round. It's blue. It's blue that moves on to the next round. And kapag mukhang tie, chat, sobrang kulit. Kapag tie, they give us, the audience, a bonus round. And then magkakaroon ulit ng dance-off. Yup. And it's good quality too. Hindi siya parang basta-basta lang. Abaniko yata siya. Okay, 'di ba? Ang ganda. It's really well made. I mean, like you can even peel off the sticker if you really wanted to. And the best part is free Red Bull. I may or may have not snuck out maybe anywhere from 1 to 4 cans of Red Bull. I should have brought a bigger bag. Because a can of Red Bull, I think is between 100 and 200, right? Yeah, okay siya. Mainit yung event. Now, I really don't know what it is, chat. I really don't know what it is na bakit tayo ini-invite sa mga ganito. Maybe because Red Bull is an energy drink and maybe live streaming requires a lot of energy.
Hold on.
ay.
Okay, and then ito pa.
Scanning.
Yan. Sinascan nila yung audience so see kung ano yung mas dominant na tinaas nung fans.
Scanning. Okay,
Okay.
put them on down. Go ahead and call on yours.
Pula. Scanning. Scanning.
Diba? Yun na yun. And then they vote. By the way, look at this. My God, chat. The best part about being invited as a KOL, I mean, of course, the best part is sometimes we get paid. Most of the time, though, it's a free show for us. We don't have to pay for tickets. And we may or may not get a little freebie or little giveaway bag as a KOL. Key opinion leader, also known as creator, also known as influencer. Chat, the best part about being invited as a... The best part about being invited as a VIP sa event na to, apart from the free cans of Red Bull, unlimited pizza, pizza telefono, or steak burrito ng Army Navy, or Bully Boy Burger ng Army Navy. unlimited. Get as much as you want. If you want to get 10 steak burritos, if you want to get 10 burgers from Army Navy, if you want to get 10 boxes of pizza, you can. If you're willing to line up and wait for your food, you'll be able to get it. Libre lahat. Unfortunately, I'm on a diet, so I got nothing. Ang inuwi kong Red Bull yung sugar-free para low calories. So that's yeah. Yeah, only I mean, think about it this way. I think a steak burrito is 325 pesos right now. A burger is in the high 200s. Pizza ng Pizza Telefono, also that much, diba? But yun na nga, me being me on a diet, I had to lock in. Wala akong inuwi. Wala rin akong kinuha. I just cried as I saw free pizza being given away. Look at that, chat. Walang linya. Walang pila. Because at this point, everybody was watching the show. Diba? Look at that. Look at that. Nakadiet din si Ali Orts. Yo, what's up, Chuck? Look at that. Another photo of the event. Look at that. It's such a... Wow, this guy really stood out. Look at this, chat. Gando. Imagine this being the centerpiece of your stage. Ganda, di ba? More videos. Oh, at one point, may kwento rin ako. At one point, nagkaroon na intermission. Pero because everybody is all hopped up on caffeine and energy drinks. And by the way, the other energy, may mga cocktails din. So, Red Bull mixed with alcohol at some point. People were just dancing in the crowd. Gumagawa sila ng sarili nilang mga dance battles. Look at that. Nagda-dance battle to at itong guy na to. Diba ang kulit? Oh, this one is cool. Okay, I have a story about this one. This will be the last one about Red Bull. Then we can move on to the read-through. So, nagkaroon ng dance battle between Team Red Bull Tour, like a touring group ng Red Bull Dance, and Team Philippines. They had a group dance-off. So, it's no longer a one-on-one. It's a 4v4, I think, or a 5v5. But basically, group battle between our local talent and the Red Bull International Touring Dance Group. And I have to say, I got mind blown. So ito, like this is an example. Lumaban dito ang ano to? I think. Oh, this is the dance group. This is the touring group. May isang Pinoy sa dance group na nagtutour.
That's crazy.
Boom! Look at that.
Oh, other side. No, no. 1 minute left. 1 minute left.
Okay.
Okay. Huwag ka magpapadala. Huwag ka magpapadala.
Because I think it was the lady from the tour group who also hyped the lady from the local team.
Okay, okay. It's Casey. It's Casey. What you got, Casey?
You know the only thing I could think of the entire time, chat, siguro sobrang bakal na nung mga tuhod at mga siku nila, no? Like, I could just imagine my shoulders hurting just watching them dance. Okay, so one last thing about this dance battle, chat. And I'm gonna try to describe it in the best way that I can. Thine, Baka alam mo kung ano yung term for this because I don't know what this part of the dance or this style of dancing is called. But basically, again, if you look here, 4v4, diba? Tama ba? Yeah, it's a 4v4. Okay, so now, ang ginawa ng tour group, the Red Bull Touring Group, okay, this one. Ang ginawa ng Red Bull Touring Group, apat, diba? Apat sila. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what they did was, when it was their turn to dance, and this was the finale. So, kumbaga, 4v4, 4 rounds. And then, after that, the fans decide. By that time, I already left because it was getting late. So, turn siya ng touring group. And I feel like, at the 4th round, ginawa nila to kasi ito na yung pasabog nila. It was their finale. So again, fine, if you know the term, let me know. So the 3 of them, when the song starts, the round starts, the 3 of them all move to the front. So each one of them, wait, let's take a screenshot of this. I wanna show you what I mean, and I wanna illustrate this in the best way possible because it blew my freaking mind, chat. Okay. Here. Let's crop this. Crop natin to ng maayos. Crop. Yan. Okay. So, ito sila, diba? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, what ends up happening is at the start of the round, okay? At the start of the round, let me take a thicker brush here. There. At the start of the round, each of the 3 people, let's say ito na si number 1, each of them go to the front. So ito si number 1, and then he strikes a pose. The second one goes right beside him to the left, strikes another pose. Now let's say ito yung pose na strinike niya, right? So ayan, siya si number 1. Teka. Yan siya si number 1. Right? Diyan na siya, punta na siya dyan. Number 2 goes right beside him, strikes another pose. And stay still. Diba? Stay still. They don't move. They just strike a pose. And then number 3 goes to the left side and also strikes a pose and stays frozen. Now, here's the part where my mind got blown. And I've only seen this, I think, once ever in like a movie. Hindi ko alam na ginagawa din pala to in real life. Now, number 4 goes all the way here. Si number 4. Now, mind you, si 1, 2, and 3 frozen in like some kind of unique pose. Like for example, ito, di ba? Yan, si number 1, nakaganyan siya. Nakaganyan, si number 1, nakaganyan, di ba? Si number 2, siguro nakaganon. And then si number 3, some kind of cool-looking, swaggy, Red Bull, I'm a master at dancing kind of pose. And siguro nakaganon. I don't know, right? Nakaganon. But point is, 1, 2, and 3 strike a pose. Number 4 goes to the side and starts doing all these dance moves, right? And then he moves from right to left. So number 4 is here. He moves to number 1. And as he moves to number 1, he fits his silhouette into the frozen dance posture or dance form or position ni number 1. And then he continues dancing, and without looking at number 2, he moves on over to number 2 to strike the same exact pose, same silhouette ni number 2. Without looking at them. Hindi sila nagkikita, alam niya lang kung ano yung pose nung nasa likod niya. And then he continues to dance and nagiging makulit siya and moves to number 3 to complete the performance. Again, dancing as he moves to number 3, striking the same final stance as what number 3 did. You get it, chat? Do you get it? Did I describe that right? So again, kung tatlo sila, ito si dancer number 4, haharap siya, sasayaw-sayaw siya, and then ends with the pose of number 1. Sasayaw-sayaw siya, ends with the pose of number 2. Sasayaw-sayaw uli siya, ends with the pose of number 3. So, I think they did this in Step Up. Hindi ako nagkakamali. And it's so cool. Parang feeling ko nung ginawa nila yon, man, I'll never be able to dance. They've done this. I think they did this in Step Up. I'm Step Up 2 sa rain scene. Yeah, okay, I think Romeo knows. Step Up 2 rain scene. Yeah, I think it's this. I think this is it. Let's see. Nah. Iba pa yon. Step Up to rain scene. They had to have called it. They have to call it something, right? Step Up to Final Dance. Ito? Hindi. Ito. Tama. Final Dance. I can't see it here. This one? We're here. Hinahanap ko yung magkakatabi sila eh. Parang canon more pero with more flavor. Gets naman. Man, imagine making a successful movie out of dancing. Sobrang legit siguro nun, no? Wala eh. Di ko na, I don't know where it is here. There has to be a term for it. In Step Up, in the dance movie series called Step Up, there is a dance sequence where several dancers line up to strike a pose. A dancer then comes a team member dancer. A team member dancer then moves in front of these dancers lined up and performs and dances to fit in each of their silhouettes. I don't know how to spell silhouettes. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Silhouette matching, pose hitting. Distinct poses, one dancer moves across them, and as they pass each person, they contort or transition their body to fit into each silhouette. Yeah. Can you give me an example I can watch on YouTube? Oh, diba? There you go. Step Up 3D Final Dance. Wait, what's the timestamp in this link? I love LLMs, man. I love LLMs. They're so efficient now. 240 to 310. Okay, here we go, chat. Ito yung ginawa nila. And seeing it live, it's just, I don't know, it's mind-blowing. I love how there's Foley. What? Asan na? Sabi 310. What? Okay, yung sinabi ni Romeo, around 1 minute 16 for the final dance. 1:16. Not this one. Maybe this one? 1:16. Galing. Sa main GC? Okay, got it. 1:16 over here. Oh, fuck. Naano tayo ng TikTok. Appeal! No, it's not this one though. No, it's not. A lead dancer moving across them, matching and transitioning through their silhouettes. Can you link me to another YouTube video with timestamp? Alin dito? Where here? What around 1:17? Nah, that's not it. Nah. Tutting? What the heck is tutting?
It's just a form of language.
Ayoko na. I'm giving up. But basically, chat, if you see it, let me know. I hope it still made sense. Okay, let's move on. Is it called the takeover effect? Dance takeover effect? I don't know. Post takeover. Dance post takeover. Nah. Ano yung sinabi ni Mock na isa? Post-hit sequence. Nah. But ang galing ni ChatGPT, nagigets siya na ako, hindi lang maganda yung examples niya. Like, ChatGPT understands, man. He just doesn't know what it doesn't mean. Straight out of tutting and popping. Okay. What timestamp? I think Romeo found it. Romeo GPT. What's the timestamp? Around 1 minute. No, it's not it, man. Okay, I'll try my best to describe it one last time using my favorite editing program. So again, chat, this is what happens. Stay with me here. Stay with me. Okay, so 4 dancers. We have dancer 1, dancer 2, dancer 3, and dancer 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what happens is dancer 1 first moves forward and strikes a pose. He freezes. Parang ganito. Ganyan yung pose niya. Naka-freeze lang siya. Dancer number 2 then goes to his left and freezes as well. Strikes a pose. Swaggy, cool, angas, and stays there. Number 2. Number 3, pupunta uli dito. Pupunta dyan, sa kaliwa ni number 2, does the exact same thing, strikes a pose, stays frozen. Now, this guy, si dancer number 4 then moves over here. Dancer 1, 2, 3, naka-strike pa rin sila ng pose, hindi sila gumagalaw. Number 4 goes here and begins dancing. Now, as he dances, without looking at dancers numbers 1, 2, 3, he will strike. He will begin moving and dancing from right to left towards 1, 2, and 3. And as tumatapat siya sa bawat dancer, ginagaya niya yung exact same silhouette ng bawat dancer without making eye contact. So, sasayaw siya. Number 4 dances here. And then, as he moves to number 1, gayang-gaya niya yung pose ni number 1. As he moves to number 2, gayang-gaya niya yung pose ni number 2. And as he moves to number 3 to complete everything, gayang-gaya niya yung pose ni number 3. That's what I'm looking for, chat. Gets na? 108 daw, sabi ni Romeo. Is this it? Nah, that's not it. What's this? Sherlock Shiny? What's that? What's Sherlock Shiny? What's the timestamp here? Any idea what the timestamp here is? Sige, Ranzo. "14 years ago, my God." Can you imagine dito nag-evolve ang K-pop? Hindi ko pa nakikita eh. Pero yung mga pinadala mo, Romeo, tiningnan ko, wala eh. Dang it, chat. I'm sorry. I'm just fixated over this. I really just want you to know how cool it was seeing it in real life. So it goes straight from tutting? Yeah, nakita ko. It's not it. The new one that you sent, not it also. Yung may glow-in-the-dark silang suot. $45 to $110. Come on, man. Please let this be it. No! Can you give me an example from a... $135 to $155? What is what is ChatGPT talking about? Okay, Sherlock dance practice at 22 and 222. My God, sobrang fixated din natin dito. Okay, let's see. 222. I think it is this. Something like that, but it's It's not exactly it. Well, anyway, I think we more or less understand that it was a pretty epic thing to watch and that seeing it in person was surreal. So I think I'm happy with that, chat. I think for as long as gets naman natin at ang isa't isa, okay na ako dun. Oh, I think Mock was able to find one. First part of this video. Ay naman pala eh. Nasa search naman pala. Is it this part though?
Connection. Empty.
I'm not sure if this is it. Yeah, okay. But more or less, chat, I think we kind of understand. Or maybe I'm just, you know what? Maybe I'm just imagining things. But I swear, nakita ko na to dati. Like in a movie or something. But anyway, too much time on that. Let's talk about Justin Bieber. So, I watched the entire thing. All 1 hour and 22 minutes of the Justin Bieber concert of Coachella, pinanood ko. Because last night, we got into a bit of a dialogue kung ano ba talaga yung trip ni Justin Bieber. Was this a lazy performance? Was this a $10 million grab by the Bieber management? Kasi easy money lang yon. Headline, kaya ni Justin Bieber mag-headline and push audiences to make that purchase decision to buy $600 tickets for Coachella. What is it? Bakit ginawa ni Justin Bieber yung ginawa niya? And to prove to you that I watched everything, here's everything from the start. So that's Justin Bieber when he just came out. I got so amazed by the live editing here. Check it out, chat. Yung silhouette, ito na naman tayo sa silhouette eh. Si Justin Bieber, I took a video of this while we were watching it. Don't mind the broken monitor. So si Justin Bieber, live minamask yung silhouette niya and then ginagawa ng effects. I know with TikTok, and yung mga effects ng TikTok, this doesn't look as unique. But to do it at this scale, I thought was really cool. Like, look at that. That's live. Oh. Okay, I watched every single part of it. Okay, even the everything, literally everything. Like even this, check this out, chat. Look at this. So Justin Bieber was also looking at chat while he was on YouTube. Kasi nga, di ba, naglabas siya ng MacBook, went on YouTube, and he basically had chat on the stream. And look at this, chat. The Fraxinus watching from Philippines. Let's go Bieberchella. And then napansin ni Ali Orts yung chat. And look at this.
Philippines!
Again, Justin Bieber. In case you did not know, Justin Bieber is the talk of the town dahil sa kanyang stripped down performance ng Coachella. Some people are arguing that it's on point. Other people are saying it's not it. But, personally speaking, I think he did what he did on purpose. And after watching an hour and a half of Justin Bieber singing songs that I have never heard of before from his newest album, Swag, apart, of course, from the famous ones like Daisy's, Yukon, yun lang yung mga alam ko. I thought it was well-intentioned. I thought it was on brand. And I thought that it really serviced all his fans. And it was a great way to storytell. Now, some may argue that it's lazy and that he simply sang over his songs. He could have performed. He could have done he could have had a very nice, well-produced performance, but instead, there's just this one dude in the middle of the stage, no backup dancers, no bands, no second vocals, just him in an empty stage. And I think it's great. Now, before we go on and talk about this, may pinadala si Mock. Let's see if this is it.
Final round. Rebel Tour dancers. Minute and 30.
Oh, snap.
Yes, I think this is it.
Oh, snap.
Crazy.
Yo, look at that, chat. Oh, so cool. Yeah, that was it. Before the second host started saying what, yun. Oh man, I can't believe I watched this live. Sobrang cool tingnan. Yeah. Okay, now Yel sent me this video earlier today. And Yula Araulio, freaking great creator. Commentary also on YouTube. Commentary rin yung style of content niya. I first heard of her when I was working with Peso Weekly. Sobrang galing. I can't like this is the goal. Ang galing ni Yula Araulio, and her thoughts about the Justin Bieber performance basically encapsulated everything into the most perfect, accurate words that I could think of. Check it out, chat. And again, shout out Yula Araulio. Sobrang galing mong creator.
To bring
Wait.
Bieber went to Coachella with a laptop, YouTube Premium, and a dream. People are comparing Justin Bieber and Sabrina Carpenter's sets. On one side, you have Sabrina na full production. It was theatrical and she really delivered a show. And then you have Justin Bieber, who basically opened a MacBook Pro, screen shared his YouTube, and started singing over his music videos and even his viral paparazzi moments. But this is why his low-effort performance actually works. It wasn't exactly low effort. It was stripped down. Almost like hanging out with a friend that you haven't seen in years, and you go through some of your photos and videos back in the day. But in this case, you're singing along with Justin Bieber. And when he started playing his old videos as a kid, he got a little emotional. This didn't even feel like a performance anymore. It felt personal. Like you weren't watching Justin Bieber, the superstar. You're watching the same kid you grew up with. And that's why I think people are saying it healed their childhood. Now, Sabrina and Bieber are completely different artists. Sabrina is still expanding and growing as an artist. She still needs that spectacle and full production. Justin Bieber is a legacy act. So instead of going bigger, he went more intimate. I don't think it's lazy. I think it's pretty strategic. Because not everyone can pull this off. Not everyone can stand on stage alone with almost nothing and still make people feel something. And the fact that it felt spontaneous and a little messy makes it feel real. Which is rare, especially in something as polished as Coachella. I'm Yula Explains. And did you enjoy Bieberchella?
Yeah, go Yula Explains. Now, chat, the entire part, so I agree with everything that you said, but before even watching this earlier this day nung pinadala to ni Yel, I felt that Justin Bieber actually got emotional, and that's why I took a video of it. Check this one out. Look at this, chat. This is Justin Bieber singing over one of his songs, and when I saw this, I'm like, dang, this guy is reconciling. Yeah, we're done. This is Justin Bieber reconciling himself with his past. Because this is just a personal take, conspiracy theory. Sa palagay ko, with all the drama that has been happening in Hollywood, in the music industry, and names being thrown around, victims being thrown around, and with Justin's name being thrown in the mix as well, I think him doing this and playing old videos, singing over it, I feel is sobrang buzzword no? Pero healing moment for Justin Bieber, reconciling who he is now and with his past because of all the drama that happened before, or at least the alleged things, the way he was raised as a machine, a robot in the industry. I mean, he's tried to communicate that in many ways, right? Di ba meron siyang music video? What's that music video na parang may kid na naka-purple jacket? Justin Bieber music video, purple jacket, kid. Lonely. There you go. Right? So in the Lonely music video, there you go. In the Lonely music video, here you go. This one, right? He tries to communicate how a 13-year-old can possibly feel like when being forced to perform in the way that he was. Diba? Right? Right? And then there's Justin in the audience watching watching his younger self. Very, very dramatic. Great storytelling. And again, when he did this last night, I thought it was a pretty cool moment for everybody. For the fans, right? For the fans, for himself. And yun na nga diba? Millions of people felt a certain way about it despite the low-cost production, despite the minimal effort performance. Naparamdam niya pa rin yun sa audience niya. Diba? That one was a really cool moment. Of course, yeah. Like I feel the same way with thine. And of course, I think other opinions are still going to be as valid. We'll never really know until Justin Bieber himself says, diba, na ito yung ginawa ko dahil gusto ko mag-heal yung inner childhood ko. Or ito yung ginawa ko kasi ito yung storytelling na gusto ko. But that's how I saw it. I felt it. And I'm not even a Justin Bieber fan. Yeah. Another conspiracy about this entire thing is that he can no longer perform his old songs. Because I think at some point, like, I don't know how much sense it makes sense to me, pero hindi ko alam if ito talaga yung reason. Justin Bieber sales catalog. So in around 2022, check this one out, chat. Justin Bieber sold his entire music catalog to Hypnosis Songs Capital for a reported $200 million. The deal included 100% of his shares in 290 tracks covering his publishing, master recordings, and neighboring rights. While widely reported as a sale for financial liquidity, some sources suggest it was a strategic move to diversify assets. So, look at this. Reports that this deal prohibits him from performing his old hits are false. Oh, okay. Okay, so because this was one of the takes last night na because Justin Bieber now has to coordinate with Hypnosis Songs Capital. What the hell? Timeout. You're on timeout now, Minimoys. Okay. There are some comments, some takes saying na the reason why he sang over his YouTube songs is because yun na nga, binenta niya na yung music catalog niya, and even the rights to make money out of that catalog. Now, the idea is that if kinantahan niya lang over yung songs niya, technically, hindi niya pinoperform yung songs niya. And so, it's a legal workaround to having to organize or talk to Hypnosis Songs Capital in performing his songs. Like, if you watched the entire performance last night, so out of the hour and a half, I think a good 30 minutes was spent there. A good 30 minutes was spent with the YouTube segment, and then the other hour, yun na yung dancing, yung performance, whatever. So if you notice, each segment or each part of the song that he sang was very tight. I think no more than a minute per segment. Coincidence? Is that a legal workaround? Does that mean he no longer has to coordinate with Hypnosis Songs Capital because he technically just sang over his songs? I don't know. But it does make a good story. And him doing this actually got people talking. So, whether you are for or against sa ginawa ni Justin Bieber kagabi, it's not one cannot argue the impact that performance had on engagement. Again, whether you're a hater, whether you're not for it, whether you cried over that performance or you relived your fanboy, fangirl moments for Justin Bieber, everybody, the entire spectrum of those who wanted to talk about Justin Bieber in whatever way, talked about Justin Bieber. Had he performed in a spectacular way, or in the old, highly produced Justin Bieber way, I don't think it would have gotten as much traction. And just take it from the fans, the people who are actually there. The people who are actually there in Coachella, get mad at them. Get mad at Justin Bieber if they actually had a bad time. But it seems like everybody who was at Coachella, with all the videos floating around, were very convinced that it was a great show put up by Justin Bieber. Are we gonna see the same thing in the second weekend when Justin Bieber performs again? Luma na eh, di ba? Nagawa niya na yun eh. I don't know. I don't know if Justin Bieber's gonna do the same thing. And that's why I feel like judging what he did in the first weekend is a little premature because we don't know yet kung ano yung gagawin niya sa second weekend. Is he gonna give an all-out show? Is he gonna listen to the negative criticisms and actually turn things around, modify things a bit? We don't know yet until we see the second weekend. But if there's any feedback coming from the first weekend, he might do a similar stripped-down version, minimalist thing that he did in the first weekend as well. Yeah. I mean, saying that it's poor service is fine if you think it's poor service. Opinions are just that, right? Like we could say what we want to say. No, I don't think it's that. I agree with what Araulio said. Yula Araulio. This part especially so. Here.
Heal their childhood. Now Sabrina and Bieber
This one.
are completely different artists. Sabrina is still expanding and growing as an artist. She still needs that spectacle and full production. Justin Bieber is a legacy act. So instead of going bigger, he went more intimate. I don't think it's lazy. I think it's pretty strategic because not everyone can pull this off.
There you go, right? Alright. I wonder if there are also naysayers here in the chat because we might get more insight. He already achieved, let's see, most relevant. He already achieved that superstar status and doesn't need to prove anything. Fans are just happy. Okay. I'm not a fan of JB. His whole act felt like hanging out with a friend that you haven't seen in years. JB's whole performance hit exactly the right feels and nostalgia with his fans, despite what they call lazy or low effort. Yeah, like, isn't that the most important part of any performance? Impact. And if the impact to the market is generally positive, then that's what matters, right? Like, impact in this case weighs heavily. Yeah, this is the conspiracy take na Justin wasn't allowed to sing his old songs. Justin Bieber's already a legend, kahit tumayo lang yan at walang gawin, titilian pa rin yan. Like, I would understand if an artist shortchanges his viewers. But, and that's why I watched the entire performance, entire hour and a half, just to see if there's any real credit to that. Pero iba talaga yung naramdaman ko eh. I did feel like this dude, I do feel like this dude really connected with his fans. Yeah. His presence. Like, these are super fans though. Saying his presence is enough. Like, if he stood there and did nothing, that would be weird. He is serving something more expensive, which is memories. Is it the same? Ito, right? Is it the same? And Yula replied, would it be the same sentiments if, let's say, Beyonce did Coachella by sitting down with a laptop singing to Crazy in Love? I'll guess what Yula said. Different brand. Oh, look, I would still eat that up if Beyonce did that. There you go. All right, let me like it. Let's go, Yula. Notice me, Yula. Please notice me, Yula. Yula explains. Please notice me. Yeah. Yula also replied to this naysayer. It's not because she needs spectacles. Sabrina is already a big artist. It's just that if she did what she did, she'd be crucified. So I think double standards thingy. Jesus was a carpenter. Man. Damn it. Yung ibang mga Gen Z, binabash siya sa threads. Ang lazy daw. Pero kaming mga millennials gets and na-appreciate namin yung performance niya. Napaka-chill. That's nostalgic. No. I'm looking for something more. Hindi lang yung parang, oh no, it's positive. Yay. People saying it's lazy, not a fan at all. I feel like I'm not a fan, but I see the vision and I think what he did was strategic and unexpected. Notice me, Yula. Nilike ko ulit yung comment. Notice me, Yula, please. Notice me. But yeah, different brands. Yeah. Like, again, it's not overnight that Justin Bieber did this. I think Justin Bieber has been slowly shifting his brand. He did this in the Grammys, and then he did it again today. So again, and if Coachella got Justin Bieber, and Coachella paid Justin Bieber $10 million, and the Bieber production laid out their plans. Like just think about it for a second, chat. It's not like Justin Bieber just went out on stage and on a whim decided to do what he did. Everything was planned because you have to talk to lights and sounds, you have to talk to production to tell them kung ano yung gagawin ng artist. And the fact that the production was okay with this, did not question it, maybe because he's Justin Bieber, shows that it worked, man. Like, and Coachella isn't mad either. Yeah, I'm trying to look for a comment here that's not simply naysaying or madly in love with Justin Bieber. Okay, I think we're about done with Justin Bieber. We can talk about something else. Yeah, I suppose. And like, I think a good example. Remember when Kanye did this? Kanye, what's that album na? I like the old Kanye. Lyrics. I miss the old Kanye, straight from the go Kanye. What album is this? What album? I love Kanye. I love Kanye. What album? This album. The Life of Pablo. There you go. concert. The Life of Pablo concert. There you go. Chat. When I saw Kanye perform in a music festival here in the Philippines, and he performed his Life of Pablo songs for the first time, I was kind of dumbfounded with how simple his stage was. Literal, eto lang yung stage niya. But I thought it was brilliant. Manila. Literally just those lights. Kanye West, Manila. There you go. Look at this. Ito lang yung nasa stage. No other thing. Paradise International. Oh, look at that. Imagine. Yeah, I miss the old Kanye. Can't believe napanood ko si Kanye West. Like, that's something that I tend to forget sometimes. Yay na daw siya ngayon. Yeah. Sometimes I see a double standard for myself. Or I set a double standard for myself. Sometimes it's easy for me to separate the artist from the art. And then sometimes it's very difficult for me to see an artist the same way again after they do something controversial. Kanye, for example, yung mga anti-Semitic views niya, yung what's the opposite of depressive? Ano yung opposite ng depressive? Manic. Mga manic episodes niya on stage where he ends up kind of just ranting the entire time. Like, where things go weird with Kanye. Like, that part of him, di ko na gusto. But there's no denying that at one point... Yo, what's up, Levy? At one point, this guy was one of the best. Sobrang galing ni Kanye. Like, I'm not gonna lie, if I heard his old songs, I'd probably attribute that to the old Kanye. And as much as the old Kanye goes, he was a legend, man. Yeah, yung Stay. Oh my god. And then when Kid Laroi came out last night. But yeah, I remember that. Yung we can actually look that up. Sobrang kulit nun. Justin Bieber, Drunk, Stay, Kid Laroi. This one? Sobrang cool nito.
When I'm away from you, I miss your touch. You're the reason I believe in love. It's been difficult for me to trust, and I'm afraid that I'ma fuck it up. Ain't no way that I can leave you hanging, 'cause I don't remember the words, and that's crazy. 'Cause you know that I did it without you. So baby, stay. Oh.
I mean, like, the voice is good, but let's not forget all these things have live tuning. Like, when they sing, it's really, really, really good sound engineering. And as long as their voice is giving, it doesn't have to be 100% perfect. Sound engineers will make it perfect for you. That's what's cool about modern day performances. Everything is just really fine-tuned already. Na kahit paus yung vocal, kahit paus yung artist, kahit not having a good day, basta match lang yung sound engineering sa boses niya. Like, rinig mo yung this part, you could hear the auto-tune here. Diba? Hey, 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 hey. That's auto-tune. Diba? But again, you don't hate it because it's part of the performance. It's like Photoshop. You don't hate on an image that was photoshopped. It's part of the creative process now. But this is so cool, man.
Okay, now I'll be fucked up if you can't be right here. I do the same thing I told you that I never would have told you even though I knew I never could. But
was
nobody
so-
else as good as you. I need you to stay, need you to stay.
Yeah, I get you, MJ. Like, I'm just not on the same side of the argument, but I totally understand your side. I don't agree with it, but I understand. Yeah, man. Can you imagine? Yeah. Yeah, like I really tried my best to watch it with an open mind, and at first I was like, okay, this guy's performing, okay, medyo stripped down. And then that part, man. Like, I feel like it would have made that one made more of an impact than if he just did an entire baby production. Yeah. Yeah. Guys, wag na tayong magalit sa kanila. It's a tie. Club Manila. I'm not sure where this is. Kung South Korea ba to? Pero nakalagay dito, no entry for Koreans. Oh, it's in South Korea. This is in Gyeongju, South Korea. A Filipino club and no Koreans allowed to enter. Naalala ko tuloy yung nag-trending na no Filipino allowed na resto or bar na yun here in the Philippines. So I guess it's a tie. Kidding aside, why do we have to exclude a certain race pa? Like no Koreans, no Filipinos, why don't we just open them to all? More sales pa, diba? So this is funny because truly now it's a tie. And I remember there was a time na sobrang outrage natin that in certain Korean-dominated places in the Philippines, siguro in Pampanga or in BF Homes Parañaque, na thriving talaga yung Korean communities doon dito sa Philippines, may iilang establishments na nagsasabi, no Filipinos allowed. Now, it's crazy because a lot of us tend to think na, teka lang, sa Pilipinas ka nagbe-business. Bakit no Filipinos allowed? And at first, I got emotionally caught in the wave of anger or frustration. I was upset. But then I think na temper yon when I realized na it is a private establishment. And generally speaking, private establishments do have the right to refuse customers. That's just canon. That's just how things work when you do business. And whatever reason they have, whether it's born from a disliking or a racial attribution or strip lang talaga nila or they just like to hang out amongst themselves, we'll never really know. Labas na tayo dun. And so it eventually became cool with me. And now seeing this, I guess it really means it's a tie. Diba? That makes sense. So yeah, I like that argument yung sinabi ni JR na, you know, perhaps if you have all Koreans as staff, then hindi lang tayo magkakaintindihan kung Pilipino ka. That's a very valid take on it as well. Na kung pumasok ka sa Korean establishment na nasa Pilipinas, at pagpasok mo doon, di lang tayo nagkaintindihan, or if maybe it's just the shop owner na Koreano lang yung naandun, Koreano rin yung service workers, we're just not gonna understand each other and mas magkakainisan lang. Like, it could be as practical as that as well. Yeah. Could it be from toxic origins also? Pwede. Sure. Okay, let's see. Okay lang yan. Siargao should do this. Oh my God. Sa Japan, gets ko yung restaurant na ayaw mag-cater ng foreigner because of a language barrier. Kaya need mo nang kasama ng marunong mag-Nihongo. Ang di ko gets yung magtatayo ka ng establishment or business sa ibang bansa, tas di mo allow yung mga local na ma-access yun. Same. It's like setting up a Chinese restaurant in the Philippines, tas bawal Pinoy. Like pre-pandemic, maraming Chinese establishments na bawal Pinoy. I think, kung di ako nagkakamali, nag-intervene yata yung government dun. Yung Korean establishment na nagbabawal ng Pilipino, either nag-intervene or nag-comment yung government dun. I don't remember anymore. Sama na din nila mga Israelis nila. Sino kaya may-ari niyan? Siblings. I am really surprised Korea allows an establishment like this to exist. Also, how many Filipinos? This whole thread is super toxic. Di ba pwede acknowledge na masama lahat to? OP is literally asking us to do that. What goes around comes around. Si Sandara lang bati natin. Yeah, I don't understand the comments. So many upvotes for the thread, but at the same time, not many good comments. Yeah, if it were up to me, sure. More customers happier. And I don't know, it just doesn't sit well with me that I'm doing business in another country whose citizens I don't welcome sa loob na establishment ko. But that's just me. Other people can have whatever reason, whether negative or not. Whether negative or practical. So let me know in the comments. Are you for this kind of business kung saan magtatayo ka sa isang bansa pero hindi mo inaalaw yung citizens? Or are you against it? Niche catering. Oh, Ryan Bang has curious history also. If you're big enough, you can do stuff. I'm trying to think outside of the box. What other establishments have similarities to this? Na not necessarily customers. Here. Could it be as simple as, like, you know how some establishments simply don't allow minors inside? Not because there's anything adult going on inside, but because there might be themes na hindi magigets ng younger audiences. Maybe it's the same, right? Like in a Korean store in the Philippines or in a Filipino store in Korea, baka may mga cultural differences lang na hindi magigets nung isang race, kaya hindi na lang. Is that it? I'm trying to wrap my head around this. You know what? Okay. Now is the time to do this. Now is the time to ask our best friend. I'm trying. Give me reasons why a foreign establishment would not allow the citizens of the country it built its business on from entering the establishment. I'm of the impression that perhaps language barrier is one reason, but maybe I'm missing out on other practical reasons as well. I'm inclined to think that there are racial themes, but I also don't want to be too pessimistic. At the same give me your answers in short Give me short answers in bullet point format. Boom. You know what? Let's do this. Some reasons are practical, others are harder to justify, and a few cross into discrimination depending on how they're applied. Targeted market positioning. Business is designed specifically for foreign tourists, expats. Pricing, vibe, offerings, language limitations, yun na yung alam natin. Pricing strategy, willingness to pay. Locals may be priced out or seen as less likely to spend at that level. Business wants to preserve a premium foreign customer base. Ooh. This one does sound discriminatory, but kung ang mindset mo it's only business, nothing personal, then this one can slip through the cracks. Capacity management, limited space, prioritizing a narrower, more profitable segment. Regulatory or licensing quirks, rare but possible. Okay. Brand image or exclusivity. I think that could be it though, right? It's simply a brand thing. Again, another buzzword we've been using the past 2 days, pero brand. Diba? Like, if gusto mo ang market mo Pilipino, o di gawin mong exclusively for Filipinos, like, maybe it's as practical as that. I want to target a Filipino audience and I will get that audience 100%, or I'm more likely to get that audience if alam ng mga pupunta doon na puro Pilipino lang yun na andun. In the same way with Koreans. Koreans will more likely go to a Korean-only establishment if alam nila na puro Koreano lang na andun. Now, does there have to be discriminatory reasons for it? Do Koreans and Filipinos need to not like each other? Kaya exclusive lang? I think no, that could be exclusivity or branding, right? Like if I'm targeting a certain market, I mean let's not talk. No, let's not talk all clean here. Try going in a hotel or upscale restaurant in shorts and asando. Try going into a Makati building ng naka-shorts. Right? Like, it's a branding thing, I feel. They're trying to maintain exclusivity. Does it have to be personal? I don't think so. I don't know. Like, I'm still torn. Like, I haven't decided yet. I'm just trying to be a little bit more optimistic na wala talagang discriminatory themes to. Cultural friction. This is what I was saying earlier. There you go. Cultural friction. Na there are just some things na hindi maiintindihan ng ibang cultures. Tax, outright discrimination. There you go. Maybe they saved the best for last. Yeah. Is the policy based on behavior and business constraints or an identity? That distinction usually determines whether it's defensible or discriminatory. At the get-go, very odd, very strange, and controversial. But I think we should lead with curiosity when it comes to these things and not automatically apply a negative bias on it. Give it a chance, right? Perhaps. And lead with this in mind as well. Is it based on behavior and business constraints, branding, target market, cultural nuances, or is it based on dahil Pilipino ka, ayaw kita dito? Dahil Korean ka, ayaw kita dito? That's when I think it can become problematic. But I'm not gonna deny that even without having to go through all these nuances, sa simula pa lang, sketchy na. So let me know what you think in the comments. And let's get this dialogue as peacefully as we can have it. Yeah. I mean, yeah, sure. Pwede rin yun, di ba? Let's go! Let's go, Barnes! Black Badge, Philip. Philip, are you still here? Ali Orts is giving you a shout out. Black Badge twinning daw. Yeah, like, again, sketchy from the get-go. Si Barnes, 23 months. Barnes, this is it. Yeah. Let's go, Mok! Like, you know, in my head, nagtataka ako bakit nauna pa si Mok magka-black badge. Ay, yabang! Si Bok din! Yeah, in my head, I'm wondering, bakit nahuli si Barnes sa red badge? Kasi, alam ko na, di ba nagka-problema yung Gcash mayata, Barnes? Naglabasan mga mayayabang. Yeah. I wanted to say something. Yeah, because Mock, Barnes, Bok, lahat galing TikTok eh. Nawalan ka ng membership dati. Oh my God. Barnes! Okay. Yeah, that's an interesting topic. Sophia from Cat's Eye, mom unfollowed Leon Barreto on IG. Okay, this one, chat. This is pure chismis. Coming from the Coachella hype, you could see that Leon Barreto... Is it Leon? Leon or Leon? Feeling ko dahil mayaman siya, it's Leon. Yeah, I think it's Leon. Like, mas mas social kapag Leon. Pag Leon, parang parang hindi ka sure na yun yung pangalan mo. Yeah, Leon, see? Yeah, he's rich, so it has to be Leon. So, Leon Barreto and Sofia La Forteza at Coachella. Look at that. Viral ang picture nila sa Twitter, ang fresh nilang dalawa tingnan, cute nila at ang gaan lang ng vibes nilang dalawa. I agree. I think they fit each other well. They don't make a big deal out of their relationship. They're very chill. I just saw it in Chika PH. It's one of the most top voted threads. And then I saw this comment, medyo laugh trip to. Yung Hollywood star ka, tapos magiging biyenan mo si Dennis Padilla. Nung nakita ko tong comment, I'm like, man, the comment section is really where the content is. The user experience of going through the comment section, that's where it's at. That's where the magic is. That's where the juice is worth the squeeze. Anyway, I go through that, diba? And then, wait. Swerte naman ni Sofia, mabibigyan siya ng Super Lola Bagoong at Astig Cap. O nga pala, ito yung wedding gift ni Dennis Padilla. Payday sale na pala, 12/18. Okay. This one, very interesting. Sophia from Cat's Eye mom unfollowed Leon Barreto on IG. Right? So, people are saying, pina-follow ba dati nung nanay ni Sofia La Forteza? Si Leon? Apparently, yes. So, based on the comment section that I've read, basically people are saying na the mom did not know na sila pala talaga. Akala yata nung mom, they're just really tight. And then now it's super apparent, I think, na the mom is disappointed na parang niloko yata siya. It's part of the engagement, JR. It's never gonna go away. Everything is by design. That's just how Instagram continues to keep us on the platform. Diba? Ade, meron ka pang astig gap tsaka bagoong, baby. Yeah, so I don't know what this is, but apparently pinost din to. Very cryptic post. May pagganon yung nanay ni Sofia La Forteza. Your intuition was right from the start and you ignored it because you wanted to believe the best in someone. O, diba? May pagganon. Anyway, anybody following this? The Duterte hearings, I saw this all over my feed, but to be honest with you, wala akong nabalitaan dito. I was not able to actually catch up to the news here, but there was one headline that I read, very Hollywood, very poetic yung pag-deliver ni Madriaga. By the way, again, I don't know the characters. I just saw the headline. Parang may, let's just say 120 million pesos. 120 million pesos ba? Sabi ni Madriaga, it's not true that I spent 120 million pesos in 11 days. That's not true because I spent it in 24 hours. Yeah, Thine, I feel you there. Medyo weird yun. Madriaga. Oh, right. That's why he shows this. That's why he shows this screenshot. Grabe no, mga resibo. But yeah, this is interestingly unfolding. Again, it's clear what's going on. I mean, like from a perspective outside of, I'm trying to put myself in a perspective outside of the issues in the drama. What's clear to me right now is that the government or the current admin is firing all cannons towards House Duterte. We've seen this happen before. We've seen the Aquino administration fire all cannons towards, I think, the Binay, House Binay. Remember that? Hopefully, whatever efforts are happening here is for the better good of the country. Pero kitang-kita, di ba? Na like it's very clear. Like we almost completely forgot about the DPWH scandal. The DPWH scandal is very, very much under wraps. Ito ang lumilitaw ngayon. This is what's... I think this is the... Remember when Sara Duterte broke the internet by declaring na tatakbo siya bilang presidente ng Pilipinas in 2028? And then nagkaroon ng speculation na kaya niya to in-announce dahil gusto niya makita kung sino yung mga allies niya ngayon pa lang. Kaya niya to in-announce, blah, 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 blah. Ito yung response ng admin. Like seeing this from a strategic POV, all of a sudden, ang daming evidence, right? Whereas with the DPWH controversy, flood control scandal, because everybody is complicit, walang nangyari. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, these are all... I want to catch up to this. Just haven't had enough time. But one day I will. Okay, something light. Actually, this is not light. Gigil ako sa attitude na ganito.
1 plus 1 equals 2. 2 plus 2 equals 4. 4 plus 4 equals A.
I feel like gigil ako subreddit. Really, pwede no, Romeo? Or before we talk about this, one last comment on the politics. Kasi nga, lately, I feel like politics is just, I don't know, disappointing, disheartening. But that doesn't excuse me from not participating in it for sure. Kailangan may alam ako kahit papano, even if it's not the whole picture, at least, I mean, even if it's not everything, at least dapat, naniniwala ako na dapat lahat tayo may certain sense of politics. Hindi pwede yung totally removed because that's just not being a responsible citizen. But anyway, dito natin makikita, Romeo, kung gaano nakabatikan, gaano naka-veteran na political family yung mga Marcoses versus the Dutertes. Diba? Kitang-kita yung difference ng galawan nila. I mean, the Marcoses have been in power since the 60s. The Dutertes, at least at this scale, at this national scale, just fairly recently. Right? It wasn't 10 years ago lang naging national scale yung House Duterte. But House Marcos has been playing this game since the 60s. So kitang-kita mo yung differences ng pagka-polished nung galaw nila, pagka-polished nung strategy. They know how to move without making it seem like they're entirely responsible for it. Or mas sly behind the scenes, in the shadows, yung galawan ng House Marcos. Whereas House Duterte, kitang-kita yung, I don't know, I don't want to say newbies, pero there's just a difference in the way they run politics. Bilang 10 years old pa lang yung Dutertes. Yeah. There you go, Yel. I think you got it right. Kaya lang naman bawal magdala ng alak sa resort kasi dun ka bibili. I think this one is for the rule sticklers na follow the rules, right? Because the rules are there for a reason. And again, going back to the Gigil Ako subreddit, I do feel like this is it's a very rage baity subreddit, and sometimes I find myself being rage baited as well. But at the same time, awareness is awareness, right? Hindi yan diskarte, bawal. It is against the rules. And at the same time, if it means na dun dapat bibili ng alak sa resort, well, it's a private resort. Yung ibang resort, di naman pinagbabawalan, may bayad lang. Corkage. Ayaw lang nila magbayad ng mga kumag na bobo na yan ng corkage fee. Ano ba naman yung magbabayad ka ng corkage fee kaysa ilagay mo sa kahihiyan at pagmumukhang patay gutom sa ginawa mo na magdala ng alak tapos ibabalot sa ibang lalagyan. Kaya yung iba nating kababayan kahit anong gawin sa buhay di umaasenso dahil sa ganyang pag-iisip. Di yan nakakatipid, panalamang na yan sa kapwa. Uhuhu! This guy did not mince words. Yeah. Two Filipinos. Oh, this one is interesting. Two Filipinos who have been to Coachella. How does it smell like? Looks like a very much crowded event with people from different races enjoying the performances. From the pictures, weather is warm and sunny. Uy! Ranzo, let's go! W's in the chat for Ranzo. Parang sa Tomorrowland lang din. Amoy illegal substances, suka, pawis ng mga di naliligo at alak. Kailangan mo ng face mask or magpahid ng katingko sa ilalim ng nose. Pinagsamang body odor, pawis, ihi, tahe, damo, at kung ano ba pang pabang gamit ng mga tao, masasanay na lang ilong mo. Smells like Teen Spirit. Did everybody here go to Coachella? Smells like wet dogs. My friend went and he said that the moment they got in, people were immediately doing, oh my God, we can't read this thread anymore. That's a good, damn it. Why you have to act like this, JR? Why do you have to ask questions like this? Right? Sometimes, man, I just wanna be dumb. Sometimes, JR, gusto ko lang maging live streamer. Na hindi kailangan mag-isip ng mga ganitong bagay. But, damn it, JR does have a valid question, chat. If abusive daw yung presyo ng resort, and basically, price gouging na siya, extortion vibes, hindi na ma-afford, and it forces people in a particular situation such as this one, is it now an act of moral self-defense rather than a transgression? Kasi basically, yung hotel na yung nagpakakupal. Right? Diba? Ito yung sinasabi ni JR. Yung hotel na mismo, yung, like in short, yo, what's up, Kara? Good midnight to you too. Yung hotel na yung nagpakakupal. Sobrang mahal ng alcohol nila. Clearly, they just want to separate you from your money. And so they're not gonna allow alcohol in. Is this now, ethically justified? Of course, rules will say this is still not allowed. Kahit ano mangyari. But do we get now an ethical pass? Damn. Kailan to? Nagpasok ng kung ano-ano sa Flow? What's Flow? Is that a restaurant? Then they were charged corkage and threatened the staff na sisiraan sila online kasi influencers ata sila. What? Loreen Uy Flow. What?
She's an icon. She's a legend.
This happened.
Guys, I just needed to share this because I think it's so...
No. I don't know where it is here. Flow corkage. Oh, sa threads na post. Trying to think. Is it okay? Like, I'm trying to think about, okay, what's typical hotel behavior? May coke sa ref, may chippy sa counter, pero imbis na bayaran natin yung coke sa ref or sa chippy ng counter, bibili tayo ng coke sa 7-Eleven at sarili nating chichirya para ipasok sa hotel. Now, it's not always that food and drink are not allowed in the hotel, but is that okay? I think that's okay. Because when food and drink are not allowed, or when food and drink are allowed, but when it's not allowed, and clearly it's because they want you to purchase their 200 peso can of Coke and 90 peso small bag of chippy, is it now still technically okay if you bring in your own food patago? Like, let's not talk about alcohol, right? Let's talk about something simpler, food. Right? Like, para hindi masyadong complicated. Imbis na alcohol, food na lang. Yeah. Saan curfew, Jade? The question isn't about ethics, lalo na sa panahon ngayon na may smartphone. Pwede ka mag-research. I mean, both mutual benefit. So for Thine, it's very black and white. Respect the business kung bawal-bawal. Okay. At least for Thine, it makes my curfew 10 p.m. sa Metro Manila. Since when, Jade? May curfew na sa Metro Manila? It's not so much a bad and weak question. I think it's more of real life applications. Like what happens in real life. Because it's easy to dismiss the question, diba? Just follow the rules. Just, if you don't have time to do that, then just book a different hotel. But it's more on practical, everyday examples that I'm stuck to. I have to be honest, JR, di ko alam yung sagot dito. Because I would, right? Like, I would sneak in food in a hotel. Soler, please, don't get mad at me. Shangri-La, please invite me. I won't sneak food into your hotels. Have you ever heard of the Heinz dilemma, chat? I think I brought it up once in the stream. What's up, KSB? Diba? MJ, I think sinagot mo yung tanong ni JR. The creative rule breaking kind of shows that life is always in the gray. Yeah. So, have you heard, oh, thank you, KSB, for the You're Awesome. Have you heard about the Heinz dilemma? It's not about ketchup. The Heinz dilemma, a moral thought experiment. Here, let me run you through it. It's only 44 seconds, chat.
Here's Kohlberg's best-known moral dilemma, commonly known as the Heinz dilemma. A woman in Europe was near death from a rare kind of cancer. There was one drug that the doctors thought might save her, but the druggist was charging 10 times what the drug cost him to make. He charged $2,000 for a small dose of the drug. The sick woman's husband, Heinz, went to everyone he knew to borrow money, but he could only get together about $1,000. He told the druggist that his wife was dying and asked him to sell it cheaper or let him pay later, but the druggist said no. Heinz got desperate and broke into the man's store to steal the drug for his wife. Should the husband have done that?
Right? And I remember in hindi ko na maalala, I think social psychology. In social psychology class, depende where your mind is at in the stages of life development, yung magiging sagot mo dito. Your answer will be different when you're a kid, teenager, young adult, adult with a family, or late age. Your answers will change. But if I am not mistaken, the highest form of answering this, based on what I remember, is it's okay. It's okay for Heinz to have done it. It's okay na ninakaw niya to. Because rules aren't always hard and fast. Although, Chad, sometimes hard and fast is good, right? But I digress. Rules aren't always like they're not meant to be broken, but they're also not not meant to be broken. And so Heinz stealing the magic potion, the healing antidote for his dying wife is justified, even if it goes against the rules of the law. Because, I don't know, it's nuanced. Heinz dilemma. Psychology. Maybe we can just... There you go. There you go. Moral reasoning stages. There you go, chat. Here. Moral reasoning stages. Based on answers, Kohlberg developed 3 levels of moral development. And maybe this will help us answer the bawal magpasok ng ganito sa ganitong establishment. Right? I think this can help us. So sabi ni Kohlberg, the pre-conventional, stages 1 to 2, focuses on selfishness, punishment, or immediate gain. He shouldn't steal because he'll go to jail. Conventional, focus on societal roles, laws, and being a good person. He should steal because he is a good husband. He shouldn't because stealing is illegal. And then post-conventional, the highest form of delivering an answer to an ethical dilemma is basically abstract ethical principles, justice, and human rights over laws. Human life takes precedence over property rights. So, basically, mas nuanced yung mga sagot. It's not as simple and straightforward. How does that apply to the alcohol thing? Homework na lang natin yun. Kasi kailangan na natin tapusin yung stream. Oh, man. Mag-move on na tayo, JR eh. Mag-move on na tayo. Naandito na tayo. Naandito na tayo. Do you see? Do you see the next thread that we were just going to talk about? Eto na yon. And then bumalik tayo. Bumalik tayo dito. Ang saya-saya na nung next thread. Look at the contrast. Diba? Ba't naman ngayon pa nag-brain yung brain mo? You're just about to talk about nugget dinosaurs, man. Okay, sabi ni MJ nasagot na raw ni Romeo. Let's see. I'm reading. I mean, this makes sense if the business practices are reasonable, right? Of the resort. Pero kung unreasonable na rin yung business practices, sociology does dictate that humans generally act or behave in a way that is against convention. Like, naghahanap tayo parati ng paraan whenever we're forced to do it. I don't know, I think it's a good dilemma. I don't think there's one answer to it. Ang take ni Romeo dito, take ni MJ, I think take ni Tyne is straightforward. Rules are rules. Kung bawal, bawal. Sabi ni MJ, it's a little bit more nuanced than that. If niloko mo sarili mo, you're just fooling yourself. You know, if there are other better options, why are we even dealing with this? Is what MJ is trying to say. Romeo is also, I think, from MJ, parang, why are we too zoomed into this? It's not like before na mas simple ang mga bagay-bagay. Now we have options. You're just fooling yourself if you partake in these behaviors. Yeah. I don't know. Are they brachiosauruses? Oh my god, that is true. You know what? This is something I feel like I missed out on. Okay, I have a hot take. Hot take. Okay? Hot take. Just to take a breather. I think we can answer it with the Heinz dilemma. Depende talaga eh. Depende talaga. I mean, but the hard thing with the Heinz dilemma is that life or death yung situation eh. So, does your... Okay. Before we do the hot take, ito na lang. What takes precedence over paying for outrageously priced food? Depending kung ano yung sagot mo dun, will be your answer to the ethical dilemma na sinabi ni JR. If nothing takes precedence over obedience or paying for overly expensive food, then that's your answer. If there's something else that takes precedence over it, then that's your answer. Right? Hard to find one answer to this because it's again, it's gray, diba? Okay. Let's move on, chat. Let's move on. My brain is getting fried. I have a hot take. And I don't think I've seen this take online. Ngayon ko lang ito naisip. After natin makita tong mga chicken nugget dinosaurs. Na by the way, how? How? Kailangan mong butasan yung chicken nuggets para palusutin yung fries. This is art. Look at this, chat. Look at this. How do you stick the legs to the nuggets and make the dinosaur stand without it all falling apart? There's a balancing act here. It's art. Now, sabi ni Mok, is that a brachiosaurosis? Brachiosauruses. Ang daming S. And then I see this and I'm like, oh yeah, it does look like a Brachiosaurus. Okay, fair. Now my hot take is this. I feel like if you had an unusual fascination with dinosaurs growing up and you are, at least sa generation natin, okay? This does not apply to younger generations. Millennials and older only. Okay? I have to set the scope of limitation sa take ko na to. If you are fascinated with dinosaurs and you actually are to the extent that you can identify the different kinds of dinosaurs, you grew up in a privileged household. That's my hot take. Why? Because I feel like sa generation natin, access to this kind of information was gatekept. Access to knowing the nuances between dinosaurs and kung ano-ano yung mga ibang... Isa lang ang alam kong dinosaur, T-Rex. And pterodactyl kasi siya yung lumilipad. But the all other kinds of dinosaurs, what they look like, being able to identify them, I feel like information was gatekept to those who had access to it. And what was access to dinosaurs? Internet? Books? Diba? Long neck. Diba, Tain? Long neck. Wait, well, I don't know, Mok. Do you feel attacked? Yeah, the current thinking is that dinosaurs had feathers. Grabe na, nasabi lang long neck, nag-spawn bigla si SWG. O, di ba? Dati naman, tama naman. 4 lang ang dinosaur. Okay, I'm gonna round it up. Dati 4 lang naman ang dinosaur eh. You had your T-Rex, your pterodactyl, na dapat di mo alam yung spelling ng pterodactyl, ah. That's very important. If alam mo kung ano yung tamang spelling ng pterodactyl, I'm sorry, you also grew up in a privileged household. T-Rex, pterodactyl, long neck, at saka Barney. That's it. Those are the 4 dinosaurs. If you know more than that, my hot take is mayaman ka. Oh, man. Or you might not have been too interested with dinosaurs. I mean, that too. I mean, like, even if you did, though, paano may access yung information na yun? Anyway, just a random thought, I feel like. Like, and then I don't know. Like, I don't know why I thought about that. It's a hot take. Okay. What? Damn. Hindi pumasa sa hot takes barometer ni Ephemeros. Okay. Let's wrap this up, chat. Sagutin natin yung tanong na to. Sino ang may mali?
Baby waiting for you on the corner of the street. I'm not moving. I'm not moving. I'm not moving.
I would hate to be here, man. Luckily for me, I never found myself stuck in a 4-way situation like this one. Diba? Parang, ang hassle nito. Like, how do you even untie this? For real. How do you untie something like this? You can probably make this, you know what, chat? Ilabas natin ang ang world-class editor. How do you unravel something like this? Okay, number 1. This guy has to go here. I'm sorry, but you're not going straight. Number 2, this guy goes ahead as well. After this guy goes, bawal to mag-go. Para umabante na siya dito. This has to move to the left. This has to move to the left. Para magtuloy-tuloy. And then, before this guy then goes next. Para pwede nang umandar yung dalawang tricycle na to. And then him too. Pwede rin yan. Pati yung truck na to, pwede na. And there you go. There you go, chat. We just solved world hunger. My God. Okay, what else we have here? Wall late. Chat, this is good. This is good. Natawa ako nung nakita ko to. I swear, man, if your parents dressed you up like this, either your parents really love you, they're really bored, or 3, they just want you to have a good time. Man! All out Frieza, baby! It's called the deadlock. Yes, of course, it's called the deadlock. Ang kulit, dude. I love this, man. I wanna be a parent. I wanna be as cool of a parent as this dude's parent one day. All out kong all out. Oh, so funny. Okay, what else we have here? Pinoy ba admin ng YouTube's official account? Kasi nag-comment ng so proud yung YouTube. No. Unless yung comment Philippines. Yun lang feeling ko. Sensya na sa aircon answer. Ooh. Aircon answer. I like that. Yung mga SOCMED managers ng malalaking companies, iba-ibang admins yan. Meron for different countries and representation. Pero lahat ng posts nila, targeted sa specific algo, FYP, or geolocation. Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. This one. Yo. Okay, maybe this is the last topic of the night since we are way past overdue. We're already approaching 3.5 hours. But chat, this is a hot take. Di ka naman talaga galit dito. May nagalit lang na iniidolo mo, kaya nakigalit ka na rin. Alam ko medyo laos na to, pero di ko lang gets yung sudden outrage sa kanila. Ang tagal nilang gumagawa ng ganyang content, tapos parang 2 months ago lang yung may nagalit, tapos nakigalit na din yung iba. I'm not against the community. Ang dami lang talagang sheep sa kanila na di kaya mag-isip on their own, na parang bang kailangan muna nilang marinig opinion ng idol nila bago sila magbigay ng opinion. For sure, tumatawa din karamihan sa kanila dati, pero dahil may mga nagalit, nakigalit na rin. Tsaka, di lang silang gumagawa ng ganyang content. Bakit nang si Michael V, si Bitoy, walang outrage? Dahil ba takot sila sa malupit na rebuttals? I mean, like, to begin with, doesn't mean like ngayon lang, I mean, generally speaking, just because something wrong has been going on for a while and kaka-call out lang, ibig sabihin, it wasn't wrong to begin with. Generally speaking. But when it comes to these content creators, I think it should be more nuanced than that. Kasi naman, my stance here has been pretty I don't want to say solid. My stance here has been pretty fixed. For as long as, again, I'm going to repeat it, for as long as they themselves will be the first people to support the community that they are getting inspiration for their content from, then I'm cool with it. I would hate to find out if these individuals, these creators, are actually closeted, discriminatory people. That's what I would be disappointed with. Pero for as long as they're just making content and making fun, having fun with the content instead of having fun of the content, then I'm sure, then I'm okay with it. Ang ayoko lang kung hindi sila cool behind the scenes. Yeah. Yun lang. Like, other than that, I think it's all G for me. Yeah? Yeah. Ngayon kasi na-invento yung queerbaiting na word. That's a fair take. Like, strictly speaking of, like chronologically. Actually, Thine, that's not a bad take. Like, Thine just answered the question straight out. Historically speaking, ngayon lang naman din talaga naging uso yung queerbaiting na word. So, ngayon lang din inatake itong mga to. Ngayon lang nagkaroon ng momentum yung word na yun. So, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, like, hindi sa ngayon lang yun na-invento yung queerbaiting. Ngayon lang naging usong gamitin yung word na queerbaiting. Yeah. Yeah, craft and commodity. Yeah, are you making fun of? Are you having fun with? Right? I think that's what you tried to point out last time, JR. Yeah. And I agree with the first comment here. Magagalit lang siguro ako pag nabalitaan kong homophobe sila in real life. That's 100% where I'm at as well. Part ng history nyo yan. Wait, what are we getting at here? I think sometimes we overcomplicate what being a good person means. Sometimes being a good person is just being kind to others. And I think if we can lead with that, if we can lead with gentleness, care, warmth, understanding, not simply tolerance of others, I think it's easy to answer these questions. Generally, yeah. Personally, di ako natatawa sa mga nagbabakla-baklaan humor. Bata pa lang ako, marami ng ganyan from Dolphy to Michael V. Nakokornihan ako, sobra ang cringe. Pero ooy din tong mga, oh my God, I don't like the way this is phrased. I did try to watch the content, ang cringe, but kahit sa ang angulo wala akong nakikitang nakaka-offend. Pag nagbihis ng Nazareno at binaboy ang Katolisismo, they celebrate it and disguise it as an art. Pero pag straight men nagbabakla-baklaan, napakalaking kasalanan sa kanila. High double standard at its finest. I think this is... Okay. I have a take here. I think this is often where the argument collapses. Because we tend to think na porket may mga drag queens na nagbibihis ng I feel like I think like nagbibihis ng Nazareno at binababoy ang Katolisismo. I think that's in reference to drag queens, right? Pagbababoy is debatable. Pero I think nagre-refer siya dito about drag queens. Now, why I'm saying is the argument collapses here is because there is a tendency to think that all of these have to happen. Not mutually exclusive. There you go. All of these are not mutually exclusive. I think that it doesn't always have to be ganyan kayo pero hindi nyo naman kami nire-respeto. Ganyan kayo pero kapag kami yung nag-ask ng ganito, hindi mo kami nire-respeto. It doesn't make sense. All of these have to exist, can exist exclusively. Right? Like, yes, respect begets respect, but at the same time, respect can also stand on its own. Right? Like, I don't know if I'm articulating myself well, but I think oftentimes we find ourselves in this silly argument where, ba't kayo humihingi ng respeto? Kayo nga, di nyo kami nire-respeto. Parang, what? Why don't we just we don't have to stick those two things together. You respect me and I respect you. It's not you respect me because I respect you. I respect you because you respect me. Like, it doesn't follow that order. Respect can exist in its own space. And we can all move on from there. We can all be good people to each other without it being conditional. Like, isn't that what Jesus said? Isn't that what Jesus said, right? Like, you love unconditionally, right? Sabi niya, you don't need other people to love you for you to love them. You love your neighbors as you love yourself. That's what the dude said. So why are we here saying that, calling each other names, telling each other being holier than thou, and getting mad at each other for not doing this, and so I won't do this for you? Parang, what? That's not what Jesus said. Jesus said, We love each other, period. So, I don't like arguments that have this kind of reasoning. 'Di ba? Like, sure, if you find this insulting, okay. But it doesn't mean you don't respect other communities. 'Di ba? It oh man, that disappoints me, honestly. Yeah. Anyway, I just saw this. Nabuhay ulit sa Rant and Vent PH. It's a Rant and Vent subreddit. So obviously, makikita natin content dito are people just expressing their emotions unhinged. Parang hirap na sumaya ngayon, daming bagay na bawal kang matawa bigla. Di naman ako galit. May time lang na nakakaumay yung humor nila. I mean, I like quoting Jesus because when he's, I mean, I don't think I'm even quoting Jesus, pero I like that, right? Like when Jesus came up with the golden rule, right? Golden rule across different religions. The golden rule is the principle of treating others as one would want to be treated by them, right? That's it, man. And then iba-iba na siya in, like, look, it's in Confucianism, Taoism, it's in everything, right? So, come on, man. Why are we forgetting this? Why are we all, all up in arms by saying double standards this, double standards that? Like, no, it doesn't. Other people don't have to be good to you for you to be good to them. Like, I get boundaries, gets ko yung respect, your self-respect, gets ko yung dignity and upholding dignity. But if it's simply along these lines where I won't respect you because you don't respect me, and then ito yung topic natin, I think it's silly. It's flimsy also. Yo, what's up, Joel? Yeah, I feel like may like if you stress test my argument saying na respect has to stand on its own, it's mutually it's not mutually exclusive. Like if you stress test it enough, it will fall apart. But that's why I say it depends on the topic. For a topic as, I don't know, as I feel like this is being taken way out of context already, para lang mema, I feel like you don't have to stress test the idea of respect existing on its own and it not needing to be conditional. I think you don't need to. Like, I get it for others instances, pwede mo i-stress test yung respect begets respect. Like maybe with a relation, like maybe in different relationships, right? Mother-child, parent-child, sibling to sibling, or partner to partner. Sure, respect begets respect. But for this topic, like being a good person is the easiest, most complete answer that I could think of. That's why I say na if they're doing this and they're having fun with it instead of having fun of the content, and that again behind the scenes they're good people and they don't discriminate, then it's all Gucci. Yeah. Yeah, that's another good take that hindi ko yata napansin. Yung kay Ephemeros. Ayaw lang niya na minimize masyado yung problema. Like, oversimplify. That's like an overgeneralization is also a logical fallacy. Yeah, I saw this. I thought it was interesting to talk about dahil we had a good conversation about this, chat. First time kong mag-Coachella. Let's go! Yeah, like, let's be mad when they're actually bad people. Like, that's as simple as it gets, right? When they're actually horrible people, dun tayo magalit. But for now, I think we can be cool with it. Yeah, I saw Katy Perry with Justin, di ba yung first name niya? Justin Trudeau. Justin Trudeau, there you go. Ang weird, man. Yeah. Coachella. Like, this guy has been through it all, man. This guy has been loved, hated, done weird shit, done super international top level secret stuff. I don't know, man. This guy's he's lived a full life. Like, love him or hate him, this guy is living his life to the fullest. Hindi ko alam. Alam ko many Canadians don't like him, but many Canadians also love him. And I think I read a comment here na it's interesting to see that Katy Perry does world leader summits with Justin Trudeau, and Justin Trudeau does pop culture stuff with Katy Perry. Hey, and then SWG here has had enough. Justin Trudeau has had enough Canadian ladies and got a taste of the California girl. Yeah. Trudeau party trick.
La vie est trop importante pour prendre au sérieux.
On a un escalier, on peut avoir une démonstration.
Aucun problème.
Non.
Oui.
Oui?
Oui.
Donc,
le truc,
c'est vrai,
normalement,
tomber dans les escaliers.
comment ça fonctionne? Normalement, je te mettrais genre ici, là. Puis je passerais, puis je dis, hey, comment ça va, papa? Oui,
okay,
c'est vraiment le fun. Là,
ouais.
puis là, tu Tu vois, t'étais réellement inquiet, là. Il était réellement pas trop sûr si je l'avais bien fait ou non.
Puis tu t'es pas fait mal?
Je pense que je me suis graffiné un petit peu là, mais pas... Non, c'est pas...
OK.
C'est mon beau boulot.
What the fuck? Is this real? No. Yo, again.
Comment ça fonctionne? Normalement, je te mettrais genre ici, là, puis je passerais, puis je dis, hey, comment ça va, papa? Oui, c'est vraiment le fun, là, puis là, tu... Tu vois?
Ang labo ng trip niya. What? The subs are so wrong, it must be a joke. Ah, man. Maganda po ba yung VF6? Yes, maganda yung VF6. Sobrang solid ng Coachella. Sulit na sulit. Happy for you, OP. Hi, OP. If you don't mind. Oh, let's go. Let's go. I want to know in Philippine pesos how much money you have to prepare for this. If you don't mind, around how much pinrep mong funds. Congrats, by the way. Sige, compute natin lahat. 5 months installment siya. $157 per month. GA with shuttle. 1,000 to 1,200 Airbnb for 3 nights, 4 days. 1 hour sa shuttle, kaya medyo mura. 5 kami naghati-hati. I bought merch din as a hoodie. Shirt for $45. Taga dito na mi, kaya wala ng plane tickets and visa. Iba pa yung gas, food, and outfits. For me, sobrang sulit na siya sa dami ng artist na makikita mo yung schedule lang talaga ng mga nagsasabay-sabay ang mahirap. Yeah. $600 for a ticket is 157 times 5, right? Yun yung sinabi niyang in-installment niya. $785 for your Coachella ticket. 47K. But I think you're not exactly spending 47K just for one act. You're spending it on an entire weekend. So let's just say it's 15K per day. Sabihin na natin 16K, round it up. 16K per day. You get your multiple artists. And I mean, if you really want to talk about it, Beanie on its own is already a headline act in the Philippines. You have other sub-headliners and you have smaller quote-unquote acts that they themselves can act as headliners to their own respective genres. So, I feel like you're getting your money's worth if you are in the position to afford these tickets. Diba? Yun naman yung pinupunta mo eh. GA lang though. Okay, chat. I think we don't have time to go through these anymore. These are the lesser videos anyway. Maybe this one. I think this is cool to know. Artemis yung pinangalan sa Moon Expedition kasi kakambal niya si Apollo. If you've ever wondered why they called it the Artemis mission, that is because Artemis and Apollo are kakambal ni Apollo si Artemis, and Artemis is the Greek goddess of the moon. I'm curious to know Justin Bieber talaga. Ano ang gagawin ni Justin Bieber this weekend? And then we can give another take on it. Elephants and rhinoceroses choose to live in the Philippines. Cool. 2-week-old puppy. Wanted to show you this. I thought it was cute. Sobrang chocolate ng ponong puppy. Unreal beach view. Chat. Oh my god. I don't think we can zoom in too much. But Siargao Tono. Sikihor. Puro puti. Okay. That's good for tourism. Never skipping Jollibee Core.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save...
Oh, shit! Oh, shit!
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday.
Oh,
and right
no.
now, you can save...
We can go fast or slow, either way. After this, you wanna freak you say you. You should just let me freak you say you.
Glorieta to ah.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200.
Oh no!
At ano piliin yan? Pipiliin ko pa rin siya. Wala ka magawa sa buhay kapag ang taong gusto mo, hindi ikaw ang gusto.
Okay, Jollibee Core. Ang cute-cute gamit pa baretang sabon panligo. Is that safe for the dog?
Ay, maligo, di pa pakainin. Ika. Lamig. Lamig ka ba, ne? Oh, mukha alis. Hindi pa liligon.
That's bleach, right? I mean, I don't wanna be a pet owner Nazi here. Pero ang cute talaga ng dogs kapag sobrang kind or like they love being groomed and showered in that way.
Di mamaya kakain. Ika. Sabi ko sa iyo. Pag hindi kakain, pag mabaho, pag mabango, kakain na ba, ne? Wait naman eh. Alam din eh, hindi pag hindi kakain. Naglapit din ito eh. Sabi ko, hindi ko makakakain din eh. Sarsay. Ang hindi pala rin.
Diba? Diba, Ephemeros? Okay. Yun na nga, oh. Judging from it, mukhang healthy coat naman si Doggo. Baka nawalan lang talaga ng dog shampoo. Yeah. Okay, malungkot ba talaga ang adulting? What is this? Yung bigla mong naalala na lagi pa kayong magkakasama ng barkada dati kahit mga wala pa kayong pera. What was that? Okay. This is crazy. I'm not sure how true this is. Harry Roque, I'm all out for VP Sara, but basta is every inch is his Tatay Digong. And then the take here is that they wanna substitute Baste. I don't know how true that is. Okay. Yeah, chat. I think we can end tonight's stream already. Dami natin pinag-usapan tonight. Thank you for the patience, chat. These days, I've just been coasting by. Not every day is going to be a great day, but there is always something good in every day. Talked about a lot of things today. Control Shift, Bit, Bieber, Bruno'S, unang sweldo natin sa Twitch, Red Bull event, long read-through, very hot arguments, chat. Keep it coming. I really dig it when we are not afraid to give opposing views. And then when we're also strong with our views and when we stand by our views, I think that's all cool. And I think that teaches us how to think. It's even better when malleable yung opinions natin. Kapag naiiba because of new information or better formed opinions, I think that's even cooler. Generally though, we have a smart chat. That's something to be proud of. So, malleable. Sorry, that's just level 1 vocab for me. I always use that word. It's, ganun talaga kapag dumaan ng chemistry 3 times. 2 times lang dapat pero nag-fail ako 1 time eh. Kaya, nag-chemistry uli ako for the 3rd time. But no, SWG. I think generally I love the chat because there's always something that we can learn from each other. Yeah, you're so malleable today. Okay, JR, SWG, Yel, Romeo, mga gising pa rin ng ganitong oras, Stein, MJ, Yel, Lirio, Pau, Biels, Rands. Huge shout out also to Ranzo for being a tier 2 member. And Bombi Keiko for the 5 gifted. Chuck for resubscribing on Twitch. Thank you so much for tonight, chat. I'll see you again tomorrow. Please get some sleep. Have a great evening. Bye-bye. See you, everybody. Good night. Solid ng Bruno'S, oh. Medyo tumigas lang yung buhok, pero madali lang i-shower off to eh. Damn. Bruno'S number 1. Thank you, Ephemeros.